We is back. Look, my man might be calling me. He'll be like, we is back. That's what it is, short. Back, we back. We got some We is back t-shirts, man. Some matter of fact, some We is back hats. All right, I think we should do the hats. They need to do the We is back hats, man. Hit that like button, man. JB, what it do? Man. I can't complain. A little sore, man. My fucking neck and shoulder been hurting this shit last couple of days. But getting there, you know. You know. Getting there for real. Can't complain. You know, another day like the other day. You know, holidays right around the corner. He said, look like I'm back in the field. What the fuck I ate. I want nothing to do with the field, man. I mean, if I see the field, I'm gonna go the other way. Yeah, I don't keep the field, man. The field dangerous, man. The field treacherous. I don't want nothing to do with the field, yo. It's straight up and down. Yo, but yo, remember a couple weeks ago, probably a couple months ago now, it was a comedian from Baltimore killed, man. And it was a whole bunch of and people was calling out Katt Williams. Oh yeah, JB, you know you from Chicago. The field dangerous. You keep the field, man. I won't be upset if I'll never see another field again. You feel me? Only field I watch is the football field. You know, let them crash out. Yeah. So, you know, at that time, people was calling out Katt Williams for not speaking out, man. Katt Williams was real quiet about it. A lot of people thought it was strange, you know, because he was on Katt Williams' tour. So, you know, a lot of people look at it like, I mean, how you supposed to look at it? If he with you, you're obligated to make sure he's straight. You understand? So if you go out on tour and one of your tour members don't make it back, the fuck? And one of your tour members don't make it back, a lot of people gonna put the blame on you. Hey, Jessica. Hey, just Zeus, whatever King, Jesus loves you too, man. Jesus loves us all. And my fucking shoulder been killing me, yo. What's up, Tangent? Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all share the live, man. Hit the like button, share the live, hype the video. Damn. Subscribe to the video. Yeah, all that. All that. So, do we gotta go a rundown of the whole situation before we watch the video? Comedian speaks out on Reggie Carroll's death. All right, Corey Hope spoke. A couple different guys spoke.
Reggie was a wild boy. Katt is a wild boy. Something happened when Reggie didn't make it home. He got ambushed, huh? Oh, I know that. He wasn't on his shit because he probably was in familiar surroundings.
So,
time. Officers say Reggie was killed in a shooting on August 20th in Mississippi. He was reportedly on tour with Katt Williams at the time. Officers say Trennell Williams was arrested and charged with Reggie's murder. He also is reportedly working on the tour as security. He's yet to enter a plea, and Katt Williams has not commented on the shooting or Reggie's death.
Stand-up comedian.
I've been going to therapy, yo.
Reggie Carroll was murdered out there I believe it was Mississippi from what we hear. Mississippi close to Memphis. I don't know all the details. I think some facts have been put out there. Some facts have been put out there from what I understand.
Location.
Yeah, the location. I don't know what happened to my nigga, man. That's why I'm not saying nothing, because I have to be wise and not.
Yeah, a lot of people was hurt about this in Baltimore, man. 'Cause from everybody I talked to, Reggie was a real ass nigga, man. You feel me? So it was a lot of people hurt behind your death, and it was so unexpected. You know, you don't typically think a comedian gonna die on tour or be murdered on tour.
But I will tell you this: Reggie Carroll was no joke. That's why he was used as a comedian and security.
Reg can intimidate people. So whether Reg intimidated, told Blood, and told Blood jumped the gun and clapped him, or whatever happened, it was that's where it stemmed from. Because ain't no way that them three people, Reg and Blood, gonna be in Mississippi without being a Katt crib.
So the nigga didn't die at the club in Mississippi. Okay, hey, give me a second, bro. No, bro, I'm just telling you what people is continuously all of that. For that. I don't care about what nobody's telling. I'm telling you right now. Right. This nigga died at Katt house. So everything before right now, where is Katt and why he ain't said shit? Start with that.
Hey, Reggie Carroll, he just like anyone. Sometimes you be in a situation where shit ain't going right. And if I know Reggie, he's going to check what ain't going right. That's what I know about that nigga. Whether he alone, with someone. I done seen a nigga get into it with way bigger than him. That's how we bonded. When he beat up the security guard down there at the Laugh Factory, the nigga was bigger than Reggie and everything. But when Reggie hit that nigga, that nigga did this. Oh. I thought he was finna fall, but he didn't.
He dog walked that dude.
And I grabbed Reggie. And you know what happened when you grab Reggie? What happened? You in danger, ain't you?
Yeah, Reggie. Yeah.
You in danger. Reggie is like, if you ever had a pit bull,
Reggie had them boys
you know what
scared,
Reggie
man.
is. But I grabbed him, and he looked at me like I was crazy.
Alrighty.
But at that time, I felt like I was still that nigga. So I was like, nigga, you coming with me? The police coming, nigga. Come on. And he thought, yeah, okay. And we walked to the car, and we drove around for about 30 minutes laughing and joking about the shit. And the nigga say to me, boy, you saved me that day, dog. I'm glad you grabbed me like you did. Oh, what does that sound? Oh, okay, anyway. You ever had to grab Reggie?
I'd have been in a few situations with Reggie, man.
Wait, now your height, what is he size-wise compared, just to give people...
Reggie ain't no big dude. Reggie about 5'9".
He's just strong? Is he just...
He's just strong. He just a dog as far as like his mentality. He
aggressive.
He
most niggas in Baltimore is aggressive, man. Especially if it get to a level of violence. Like
a dog. I mean in a good way. Like you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say most.
Man, I've seen Reggie. Reggie was the type of guy where he don't start nothing, he finish it. So I've seen him in situations where people have been disrespectful, and he warned them like, "Hey, I'm not the guy you can do that with."
He got 3 more. He got another year to
Carl. Don't give a fuck who you are.
This is my real shit. Cause see, my nigga, he passed, R.I.P. And I speak from honesty and love. He didn't like niggas. If he smelt on you, he probably say something to you about being
most niggas don't. Most Baltimore niggas don't like fuck niggas.
Immediately, wasn't no.
So, most Baltimore niggas don't like. That's why I be going at these internet niggas like that, yo. Like, yo, that is one of the worst things you can be in Baltimore is a fuck boy. You know what I mean? A pushover, a clown. You know, we just don't vibe with them type niggas, yo. Like, niggas don't vibe with that shit, yo. That shit is like, shit is aggravating, frustrating. You feel me? Like, I was mad at a dude. he ain't know how to change the tire. He was two young black kids, man. I poured up on them to fix the flat. They couldn't even fix the flat. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is, like, how the fuck you niggas is black men out this bitch can't fix a flat? And I'm just saying that just to say it be just small shit like that get under a nigga's skin, man. You feel me? Just small shit. You know what I mean? Shit that other people probably look past, but I don't know, y'all. It's just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to explain it. We just don't do fuck boys.
There wasn't no lag in it. As soon as you figured out what you was.
If you came in the circle and you had on you, this is how he proved you. Because when he walked up on niggas, they didn't do nothing.
Hell no.
And some of them niggas was bigger than him. But they didn't do nothing because they know who that nigga was. We say that to say this. He got ambushed, though. Oh, I know that. He wasn't on his shit because he probably was in familiar surroundings.
Yeah, most real niggas don't like fuck boys, though.
That's how you got him, whoever got him. You know what I'm saying? What it say?
Jessica White says first time she saw Reggie was on this show.
When I brought my nigga on the show.
Yep. Oh, we'll have to play that.
Yeah, this cold, man.
I thought about playing the shit back, but I don't even want no clout from this. I'm just speaking on it because it's in the air in the comedy community. And I want to say to all of the comedians, everything you say, you got to stand behind it, dog. We don't know everything that happened, but I know this. And I'm bold enough to say this, no matter where I'm at. Reggie was a wild boy. Katt is a wild boy. Something happened where Reggie didn't make it home.
It's real simple. Katt Williams, you the truth teller. You the Lord of knowing so much truth. You the master of being able to tell everybody else's shit. You the God of war. You ready for anything.
Let's say the God of war.
Right? You the God. You said my team versus whoever else. Well,
if I got Craig on the road with me and something happened to him on the road, I'm going to make sure his people know what happened.
I don't like how
That's
he be
all I'm
attacking
saying.
That's hilarious.
I'm going to make sure, man, look,
He said
man,
some
we was
wild
out
shit
there and bam. Because that's how I am able to keep my head up and walk the streets knowing, look, nigga, I ain't got no motherfucking sucker shit going on in my past where I got to be always watching and all that shit. If I'm with Craig and Craig get into it with some niggas, I got to get into it with them niggas. Really, I'm going to try to calm it down. You get what I'm saying? But if we out somewhere together, I got to make sure you straight. You out with me, nigga.
All right, so let me take y'all to the same. Before I play what happened, cause the bodyguard did an interview. The bodyguard did an interview.
Welcome back.
Check it out
Tonight,
yet.
Baltimore's comedy community is mourning a man whose life was built on laughter. Reggie Carroll, known as Reggie Carroll, was shot and killed last week. Now his friends and fellow comedians on the stage are speaking out about the loss.
Typically, when comedians gather, it's to make each other laugh. But this time, on this Zoom call, they logged on to remember and honor a comic gone too soon.
The news about Reggie Carroll has really hit me hard. He was a brother to me before I started stand-up. I've known him for about 30 years.
Investigators with South Haven Police in Mississippi say 52-year-old Reginald Carroll was found shot on August 20th in the area of Burton Lane. The Baltimore man died after first responders attempted life-saving measures.
He's one of those personalities that you never think about not having around. And so that was my brother, and I love him.
Meanwhile, suspense swirls about what may have happened. Police have since charged this man, 38-year-old Trafficking Marquise Williams, in connection to Carroll's murder.
There's a lot of sketchy details surrounding this death, and I'm really just anxious to see and hear the details as they come out.
Carroll was a well-known fixture on Baltimore's comedy scene who toured nationally with big names.
You know, Reggie Carroll left Baltimore, went to LA, became a writer. He toured with Monique. He did the Parkers. He's toured with Katt Williams. He's toured with a lot of other comics, such as Tommy Davidson. And the circumstances surrounding his untimely passing is shocking to me.
For many, news of his death didn't seem real at first.
I'm just shooting content. And he said, man, you hear the news? I said, what news? He said, Reggie died. I said, Reggie who? He said, my nephew, Reggie Carroll, you know him? I said, yeah, I know him. We can't be talking about the same Reggie. Ain't no way Reggie Carroll died any harm of the matter.
Yeah, see, I ain't watched the video yet.
As comedians and friends logged off the call, the laughter may have been missing, but the love for Reggie was loud.
No, it's just, and like I said, everybody can
So
attest
you
to
saying he
this.
crashed out?
You walk into a room and Reggie smiled, you would have thought he saw $1 million.
He crashed out,
Now,
yo.
as the investigation continues, Carroll leaves behind a legacy of laughter here in Charm City.
When I saw the domain was available, I was like, I'm taking it, I'm trademarking it, I'm going with it.
The dude said it happened. Hey, chat room, you say he cashed out? He crashed out.
Fox 13 News, the most watched news in the Mid-South.
This morning, Fox 13 has exclusive video showing the moments before a deadly shooting in South Haven. The shooter and the victim were on tour with comedian Katt Williams. Security guard Trafficking Williams is charged with the August murder of comedian Reggie Carroll.
And this morning, Trafficking Williams is telling his side of the story exclusively to Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre. And Jeremy joins us live this morning in South Haven.
Moments before we sat down one-on-one for this interview, Trafficking Williams told me he and his lawyers believe it was time to get his side of the story out.
There's witnesses out here, though, bro. I stay right here. I just called Katt. It's witnesses right here, bro. It's witnesses outside, bro.
This is video given to me by Trafficking Williams. He's a man charged with shooting and killing comedian Reggie Carroll in South Haven in August. Now check this out. In the video, you see and hear Carroll making several threats and even brandishing a gun.
So
if
someone is showing signs that they are irresponsible with a firearm, if they're constantly making threats with a firearm, we have to intervene early, or that will gradually grow with a snowball effect and grow into a bigger problem.
Williams says this is one of several videos he recorded leading up to the August 20th deadly shooting at his home. Williams says moments before the deadly shooting, Carroll threatened him.
And Reggie had a nigga scared to go in the house. Yo, outside of his own house.
At gunpoint.
So this time when he pointed the gun at me, he was blocking the front door. So when I grabbed the weapon that was close by and used it for self-defense and called the police immediately, I was honestly in fear for my life.
District Attorney Matthew Barton told Fox 13 Carroll was killed with a shotgun. Williams says he worked as on-call security 24 hours a day for comedian Katt Williams. He lived in this home on Burton Lane in South Haven, leased to a company owned by Katt Williams. Trafficking Williams says Carroll moved into the home while on break from Katt Williams's comedy tour.
So from previous experiences, I've already been watching this guy build his confidence up. I've already reported him on.
And you can tell he's scary as a motherfucker. Off the rip. Reggie probably had that boy scared to death. He tall as mother, nigga about 6'7".
Several occasions that he's pointing a gun at me, and since he's not being punished, there was nothing to deter him from constantly doing that.
Williams says he began recording Carroll's interactions, which Williams describes as violent.
I was getting more in fear for my life with each sign because, really think about it, Jeremy.
Williams is currently out
so
on
why
bond
Katt?
and
So
wearing...
if all of this was going on, y'all, why the fuck Katt ain't never intervened? Like how you got your security guard and your man on tour beefing to the level to where some niggas pulling out guns and shit. I'm sure he voiced this the cat. Like, you couldn't control. I mean, that's crazy, man.
An ankle monitor. Williams' case has not yet been presented to a grand jury. He contends his actions were self-defense.
Yeah, and Janelle Williams and his lawyers say they are waiting to hear
he's scary.
What's next for this case. Because, again, it has yet to go to a grand jury.
Interesting. Certainly
So,
the
yeah,
video
that
we
case
have
probably
not
gonna get
seen.
dropped.
It'll be interesting to see what that grand.
It's not a longer video to this. That case probably get dropped, y'all. If he ain't getting indicted, once the grand jury see that footage, that case is gonna get dropped. Ain't no longer video. Damn. That Reggie was geeking. Yeah, Reggie was geeking, man. Yo, you come on, shorty, you know that. You don't pull no motherfucking firearm out and don't pull it. Yeah. you said it's poisonous mentality. Yo, Baltimore people are aggressive. I think, and it ain't just Baltimore. I think it's an up north mentality. You know, Baltimore, New York, New Jersey, Boston. You know, I'm sure it's other cities, but I know in that little region, Philly, yo, people are just aggressive. You know, you almost got to be aggressive to survive. You know what I mean? But he should have known better. Yo, you don't just be pulling guns out on niggas, bro. Like, you come on, shorty. That's crazy he died like that. Yeah, it definitely can be poisonous. You're right. You're right. It can be. I don't know if Alabama got stand your ground. Where this shit happen in Mississippi? Where it said happen at? Where was it? Mississippi, right?
This is Fox 13 News.
Is Mississippi stand your ground? Yeah, he supposed to know that, y'all. You don't make it that far in life to get killed on the road, bro. On some bullshit. Is Mississippi a stand your ground state?
Yes, Mississippi is a stand your ground state. This means people there don't need to retreat before using deadly force if they reasonably fear death or serious injury. The law presumes such actions are justified, and the prosecution must prove otherwise. For legal advice, consult a professional.
See, but we gotta see the whole video. You know, I say he did do that, and then things calmed down, and then Shorty killed him. I don't know if stand your ground would apply. Like, if he'd have killed him right in that time when he pulled that gun out, he might be all right. But if they had this video, I don't know. See, I don't know, y'all. We gotta see the whole video, because I can't imagine them having this video. It was Memphis. Hold on, y'all.
It's the most watched news in the Mid-South.
This morning, Fox 13 has exclusive video showing the moments before a deadly shooting in South Haven. The shooter and the victim were on tour with comedian Katt Williams.
South Haven?
Security guard Trafficking Williams is charged with the August murder of comedian Reggie Carroll.
Located in DeSoto County,
Trafficking Williams is telling his side of the story.
It's situated near the Tennessee border, about 13 miles south of downtown Memphis.
What? They say it's in Mississippi, but it's located south of the Tennessee border. Yes, in Mississippi, in the greater Memphis area. It's the third largest city in Mississippi by population and have a growing suburb of Memphis. So what, Memphis and Mississippi, they must be connected. That shit must be like West Virginia and Pennsylvania. What's up, Sean? You know, because West Virginia is connected to fucking Pennsylvania, Delaware. And I think Maryland. Damn, yo, that's crazy. I think we should at least. I think they should release the whole video. I don't think it was fair to release, that little piece of the video. Did y'all see that? It was a drug bust in Baltimore today too. It wasn't even in Baltimore. I think it was in Salisbury. 21 keys of coke. Man, they been knocking. These are Hispanics though. Maryland. Damn, shorty. Man, they definitely going crazy. They knocking shit off left and right. Look at this shit right here. Now, if all these drug busts, the streets gotta feel it eventually. Been hella busts going on. They say Baltimore City and Baltimore County investigated, but I think this should be happening on Salisbury.
Good morning. All right. Happy holidays. Today's announcement marks a true collaboration with our county, state, and federal partners to dismantle a drug trafficking pipeline that was funneling cocaine between Texas and Maryland. I want to thank and acknowledge Baltimore County State's Attorney Scott Schellenberger, Baltimore County Police Chief Robert McCullough, Baltimore City Police Commissioner Richard Worley, Baltimore Sheriff Sheriff Sam Cogan, Christopher Gimenez, Special Agent in charge of DEA Washington Division, and Jeff Beeson, Executive Director of Haiti.
Yeah, but this the thing, yo. We just covered the situation yesterday with Casino. Yo, 21 keys of fentanyl is way, 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 way different than 21 keys of fucking cocaine, man. For real. Cocaine will wash you up too. But ain't nothing gonna wash up like that motherfucking fentanyl. Ain't nothing gonna wash you up like that shit. I promise you.
In coordination with the talented individuals and their teams standing behind me, the following individuals have been indicted on drug trafficking charges: Benjamin Rivas Lopez, Santos Ayala Serrano, Brian Juarez Cruz, Pablo Adebayo Molino, Freddie Lopez Chinchilla, Gerson Tabreo Chinchilla, Hamilton Chapekai, Hermano Aguelo Menias, Alvin Ayala Piaz. I'd like to remind everyone, before we get into details of this indictment, that individuals charged by indictment is presumed innocent unless until proven guilty in trial. Beginning January 2025, detectives from the Baltimore County Police Department Narcotics Unit commenced an investigation into a group of individuals that were believed to be importing large amounts of cocaine from Texas into Maryland. Detectives also found the organization was using multiple residents as narcotic stash locations, including an apartment in southeast Baltimore City and another home in Baltimore County. Through several investigative techniques.
So they probably was selling that shit in Salisbury, but they had houses in Baltimore City and Baltimore County.
The detectives
man, what it is, we back, baby.
That led them to believe a new shipment of narcotics was going to arrive at an identified stash location in Baltimore City on October 2nd, 2025. They obtained search and seizure warrants for the stash locations, as well as multiple vehicles that were believed that they believed were being used by members of the organization to facilitate their narcotics
Niggas like the
trafficking.
message card, this bitch can turn up.
After tracking a vehicle being driven by the defendant Molina and defendant Lopez from Houston, Texas to Baltimore City, detectives monitored the narcotic stash locations. They watched as Molina, Lopez, Cruz, and Soriano carried multiple large pieces of luggage into the apartment. Detectives then immediately executed a search and seizure warrant. At the location, recovered a total of approximately 43 kilograms of cocaine and a bolt-action .22 caliber rifle. This volume of cocaine was approximately a street value of around $4 million. Benjamin Rivas Lopez, Santos Ayala Soriano, Brian Juarez Cruz, and Pablo Abadelo Molino were all arrested on the scene and have since been indicted in relation to the contraband recovered from the apartment. Assistant State's Attorneys Megan Green and David Weissman will be working hand in hand, I believe, on some of these cases. Simultaneously, as the apartment was searched, detectives also executed search and seizure warrants on another narcotic stash location in Baltimore County, along with several vehicles that are being driven by members of the organization. As a result, investigators seized approximately 360 grams of cocaine, $5,921 U.S. currency, and a loaded Ruger .22 caliber rifle. In addition to Baltimore County Police Department, the following agencies assisted in the execution of search and seizure warrants on October 2nd, 2025. Baltimore City Police Department, Baltimore City Sheriff's Office, Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services, Washington, Baltimore HIDA, Drug Enforcement, and the DEA Drug Enforcement Administration. As a result of the contraband seized,
Yo, it's been a lot of big drug busts though, all up and down the East Coast. It was just one in Philly not too long ago. Shawnee, you saying that? It was just a major drug bust in Philly probably like 2 weeks ago.
Picard, Herman Aguel Meneas, Garrison Tabro.
All they're gonna do is put these bitches back on the streets. That's the fun. That's the part that don't. That's the part they don't tell you. All they gonna do is take it off the streets, lock them dudes up, and put that shit right back on the streets. You know what I mean? Fucking cat and mouse game. That's why it's a trap, yo. Yo, just imagine, right? All the drug busts that been happening all these years. Yo, y'all think all that shit, yo, the evidence from got to be like, at this point, the evidence from it will have to be, it got to be about 190 of them bitches. You know what I mean? They got to be like the size of a mall, man. You know what I mean? And them drugs going right back to the streets, man. Straight up and down. You know what I mean? Keep the motherfucking party going. That's all the fuck that's really going on. They ain't burning that shit. Imagine that. Imagine how hungry America is for money, right? No, this is a money hungry country. Y'all think they burning them drugs after they take them out the streets? You feel me? Like, how hell-bent we know this country is on capitalism, on the dollar. Do y'all really think that they just burning money? They just burning drugs, which is money, you know, essentially. Man, fuck no. I don't believe it. I would have to see it done. Have they ever showed us doing? Have they ever showed a video of them burning drugs in the evidence room? Have we ever seen a video footage of that? I need to see footage. For me to believe that, y'all, I would need to see footage of it being done. And I don't think we seen that shit yet. Man, yo, they don't give out my notifications no more. Yo, they shadow banning me. Just every day, yo, we live at some point in the day, yo. Just, you know, periodically, if you got time, tap in. That's all I can say, yo, because they ain't playing fair with me right now.
Brian Juarez Cruz and Freddie Lopez Chinchilla have been indicted in Baltimore County. State's attorneys Catherine Turbaugh and Catherine Smith will be prosecuting those cases. I will now pass over to my counterpart in Baltimore County, Scott Schellenberger.
I bet it ain't.
Good morning, all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Bates.
Hey, now for sale. I bet it ain't no incinerators, but I'm not burning that shit. Right back outside. You hear me?
Criminals know no boundaries, and as you can see by this group here, neither do we. Your viewers should see that there are so many folks behind us who really were instrumental in getting all of this done. It's the kind of group effort that we can make together that will take down these kind of criminals and take down these drug trafficking forces. It's very important because we see so many individuals who die as a result of ingesting some of these drugs, and therefore we're very proud of the work that we've done, and we look forward to continuing to prosecute everyone who is connected to this drug trafficking.
Hold on.
Thank you so much.
Hold on.
Now, Chief McCullough from Baltimore County.
Good morning. Much what I have to say, our state's attorney has already said, but together we make our region strong.
I'm on live for it. Hold on.
We stand together, we work together every day, and many people don't know that. This seizure represents one of the most significant enforcement operations our department has carried out this year. I would like to commend the dedicated detectives within the Baltimore County Police Department who worked relentlessly on this investigation. I also want to thank Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates and his team for their partnership and willingness to prosecute this case, and our local state and federal partners who we work closely with on a regular basis, especially our state's attorney, Scott Schellenberg. This investigation began back in January of this year when detectives learned of an upper-level drug trafficking organization that was supplying cocaine in the Maryland and D.C. areas. After consulting with the Baltimore County State's Attorney's Office, it was determined that the best course of action would be to pursue a large-scale, dedicated investigation into this organization. During the past year, detectives from the Baltimore County Police Vice Narcotics Section, with the assistance of the Baltimore Drug Enforcement Administration Office, observed a pattern in which this organization was operating. As a result of this investigation, 10 search and seizure warrants were executed, which resulted in 43 kilos of cocaine being seized. The street value of that seizure is approximately $4.3 million. Additionally, this investigation resulted in 9 criminal indictments. This investigation and subsequent arrests demonstrate the exceptional work being done by detectives assigned to the Baltimore County Police Department's Vice Narcotics Section. Through their unwavering dedication and strong partnerships with local and federal agencies, these detectives are making communities across this region safer, and they're saving lives. I would next like to turn over the lectern to Special Agent in Charge, Chris Jimenez.
Thank you, Chief. Hey, good morning, everybody. As Chief said, my name is Chris Jimenez. I'm the Special Agent in Charge of the Washington Division. Before I even get started, I just want to thank all my partners. If you don't know, or if you don't know, DEA can't do our job with our state and local partners. We just can't do it. We're thrusted into the community, and we rely on our state and local partners to continue our investigations. So for today, I would like to thank, Mr. State Attorney Bates, Chief McCullough, State's Attorney Schellenberger, Sheriff Kogan, and of course, Commissioner Worley. Without them providing task force and helping us with these prosecutions, these type of investigations will never come to fruition. This operation highlighted today is a great example of that partnership. We have every agency I just mentioned inside our task force and inside our HIDA groups with Jeff Beeson back here. Marylanders are witnessing firsthand the effects of both local and international drug trafficking networks that are infiltrating our communities with violence and distributing dangerous drugs such as cocaine, as you see seized here, counterfeit pills laced with fentanyl that have killed over 300,000 Americans in the last 3 years, and methamphetamine and other illegal substances. Our citizens worry about our safety of their children, their neighborhoods, and their loved ones. With our local businesses suffer from it, and our potential customers.
Prostate exams are outdated, and here's why nobody talks about it. Do this tonight before going to bed and see if you can sleep through the night without getting up even once to go to the bathroom. Don't believe it? Just give me 60 seconds to explain. Thousands of men over 50 are finally putting an end to prostate problems with something they've had at home.
Of those businesses avoid the area due to the plight of drug trafficking. As you can see, DEA and all our law enforcement partners standing up here are using every tool and resource at our disposal to eliminate,
major law and drug traffickers that are violating both our state, local, and federal laws. Our mission is clear. DEA's mission is 100% clear. We save and protect American lives. Under the leadership of DEA Administrator Terrence Cole, our operational strategic goals are centered on the three core principles: commitment to law enforcement, result-driven initiatives, and fostering collaboration with our state and local partners. To quote Administrator Cole, the strategy is an all-hands approach. We're throwing everything in to end the scourge of drug trafficking in the communities. I want to assure you that we're working every day to put an end to these activities, bring these responsible to justice, and return neighborhoods to the safety, and return the neighborhoods back to the people. Our partnership is not just about addressing current issues, but also about laying the groundwork for a brighter, more brilliant, resilient future here in Baltimore County. I thank everybody. I specifically thank all y'all for your partnership. I cannot express how important that is to our task force here in Baltimore. Thank you very much, and thanks for coming today.
Yes, thank you. At this moment in time, once again, I think the beauty of this is that we're all in this together. Doesn't matter state, local, we're in this together as a team. And, you know, once again, I want to thank the units from Baltimore County. They did the hard work. They're the individuals you don't see, but they're the individuals that are spending time away from their families, making sure that our communities are safer. This doesn't only affect Baltimore County, Baltimore City, but it affects all the state of Maryland. And once again, we could not be here today without working together as an entire team, partnership, state and federal. With that, I'll open it to any questions.
Sir, out of all the names that you mentioned, and I won't try to enunciate them.
Thank you. It's a little difficult
Was
on me.
ICE involved? Because it seems like these are all Hispanic men. Were they United States citizens, or can you elaborate on that any more further?
That part of the investigation is ongoing. ICE was not involved in.
Well, because some parts of the investigation are still continuing, we cannot necessarily elaborate on that, but they were not involved in this early portion.
You talked about 9 indictments and local and international efforts dealing with drugs. Are there more arrests anticipated, more indictments in terms of how this investigation is ongoing? What's happening?
Well, I'll turn that question over, but what I can say about they're indicted in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. And, you know, I will go ahead and turn this over to Scott Schoenberg.
Well, in the county, we're still investigating other individuals that we believe are connected to this network. And so at this moment, I'm not at liberty to say how many or how far we're going to get. But I can tell you we are pursuing others who we believe are connected.
Forgive me if you have to repeat yourself, but aside from, what else can you tell us about the individuals? Are they repeat offenders?
Anybody?
Two of the individuals are on probation. Two of the individuals are on probation for accessory after the fact to murder.
Which ones?
Sorry, old age requires me to. That would be Hamilton Eduardo Chapakay and Herman Dario Aguilar Mencias.
And is that a Baltimore County murder case?
Yes.
Is there anything, can you give us some preliminary information about that so we know which one we're talking about?
There is still an ongoing investigation with respect to that case, so we cannot give any information about that.
What year it occurred, or is it?
2024, perhaps? Yes, 2024.
Anyone else? Thank you. Thank you.
I made you put your reading glasses on. And he made it. And he made it. He said it's recorded. Did you hear it? I'm going to get a copy. Just in case you didn't hear it. I'm going to get a copy of that and send it out.
Damn, yo.
There's 8 billion.
They knocking shit off right now. All right, yo, but yesterday, a couple days ago, or it might have been yesterday, yeah, we covered.
Well, thank you very much for waiting. We know that it's a little warm out here.
We covered the situation about the boy David, you know, a little rapper kid or singer, whatever the fuck he is. And TMZ had put out an article or put out a video, you know, making some strong allegations, and they stood on it. You know, they said this is what they know for certain through their sources, that the girl Celeste, whatever her name, Reeves, I think that's her last name, was decapitated. Her body was frozen. Her limbs was cut off. Now the LAPD denied these claims, but TMZ put up another video, basically standing by what they said. Hold on, I ain't watch it yet, y'all. I don't watch nothing until we watch it together. I just click it to have it on my screen. There you go.
An LAPD, part of a story that we broke over the weekend. A story about David, the singer David, and the body that was found in his Tesla, that body of Celeste Rivas. And the part of our story that we broke over the weekend was that the remains of Celeste were partially frozen when they were found in the Tesla. This was back in early September, first week in September, when they discovered this, when David's car had been towed to an LA tow yard. Well, the LAPD captain is saying that the body was not frozen. Herein lies the issue. We have a very well-connected source connected to the medical examiner, the LA County medical examiner, which currently has the body. And that source has
Siobhan, what's
doubled,
up,
tripled,
baby?
quadrupled, and
Hey,
sextupled
Siobhan,
down,
appreciate
actually.
the $30 cash app. Salute to Nikki for the Nikki Love, Miss Nikki for the $5 cash app. Appreciate it. PNR, what it do?
Now, saying that the body was indeed partially frozen when it was received by law enforcement. So that's kind of interesting, but the medical examiner is just telling a different story, or at least the sources we have, and we have sources in all camps in this, there's a conflict here. We've heard that there have been this conflict between LAPD and the medical examiner. There's been tension for several years, but this is kind of interesting. One of the documents at the LA County Medical Examiner's office has an interesting statement. This has to do with trying to fingerprint Celeste's body. It says the decedent was not live scanned due to waterlogged fingers.
The fuck does that mean?
Well, that's kind of interesting. Right. Why would the
No, what's that?
be waterlogged? Waterlogged. Well, certainly if the body had been frozen for quite some time and then is sitting in a bag in this Tesla out in the blazing hot summer sun, yeah, you would imagine that there's going to be some water in that bag. So you've got to kind of like look at the big picture here. So we told you that even though there has not been a cause or manner of death determined by the medical examiner, and there may not be because of the state of the body, the LAPD is operating under the assumption that this is a homicide and that David is a suspect. And there is an accomplice, they believe, somebody who helped dismember the body. Now, there is a mysterious trip that becomes really important in this case, we're told, that David took to Santa Barbara in the spring of this year. In the middle of the night in a remote area of Santa Barbara County. Spent several hours there. We are told the following, that and this is based on sources.
50 tender as a motherfucker about 50 tender as hell about Daphne. Tell that boy let that pain go, man. You know what I mean? Let that pain go, 50.
But the strong insinuation that we got was that's where it was dismembered. So what happened to the body between the spring, if this is true, between the spring of this year and September when the body.
Yeah, yo, for everybody wondering, yo, they don't be sending out my notifications. I contacted YouTube. I told them what was going on. They give you a million excuses. They're never going to say, yeah, you shadow banned. They're going to make every excuse in the world. You know, everything look good. You had an uprise in your numbers a couple months ago, and it's just coming back down. Yo, but my numbers ain't never been this low. My numbers ain't been this low in like 3 years. So it's obviously something going on. You feel me? Obviously, there's something going on. But I just need y'all to share the videos, hit the hype button, you know, tell somebody to subscribe. And we just going to rock like that until they finish doing what they doing. Because we ain't changing up our form. You know, we still going to speak on everything whenever it need to be spoke on. So we just got to expect this. You know, this is what they do when you vocal and you don't play by the rules.
He was discovered in the car.
Right. I mean, if this just a theory, I think that it would make sense if they went there just to not have a mess, and that's when they dismembered it.
Hey, Siobhan, you ain't see the live yesterday where Jim Jones was talking about, gatekeeping is necessary. You know what I mean? That's what's going on, yo. They gatekeeping. They don't want independent speakers no more. Which is crazy because independent speakers are the ones that built up YouTube, built up blogging. They don't want that shit no more. It might be dangerous to them. They want people that's controlled. That's why they bring the rappers on. That's why Jim Jones got a podcast. And Jim Jones said yesterday that he supports gatekeeping. He said, you don't want it to be the wild, wild west. You feel me? Jim Jones wild as a motherfucker. I never support him again.
In a freezer for a long period of time, and then
it almost points to it must have been frozen. And I understand the LAPD captain is disputing this, but our sources insist 100% it was frozen, and that completely makes partially frozen when the body.
He also said he supports pushing chaos. He supports that. He's like Shorty is Jim Jones is completely controlled by the system. He was one of the ones that pushed gangbanging on the East Coast real heavy. He pushed that blood shit. I ain't start saying bloods in Baltimore, y'all, until Jim Jones. To be honest, if you want to keep it all the way real. I didn't start saying gangs in Baltimore until Jim Jones started pushing that shit in New York. But it was already in New York, but it was underground. It wasn't no New York rappers claiming no gang shit. Jim Jones brought that shit to the East Coast. So he was always controlled. He was always a fuck boy. He was always, this guy that we see today.
He came to the MD's office.
It also makes sense with the state of decomposition, right? I mean, from spring to when it's discovered in September, when the body is discovered, they say it's in a state of decomposition, but the waterlogging, all that stuff indicates frozen at some point, whether frozen when they actually pull it out or not, because the state of decomposition of a human body from the spring to the summer would be really pronounced. You wouldn't see fingers.
So LA County is playing word semantics. So basically what TMZ did was, being as though it was water lodging at the fingers, they assumed that at some point the body was frozen. Now, when they got the body, the LAPD, it wasn't frozen. So they denied the allegation saying it was frozen just because it wasn't frozen when they got it. TMZ is saying at some point due to the water lodging it had to have been frozen. So this just they playing word semantics. This LAPD not wanting people to know the full details of what happened. That's all. The body was frozen at some point.
Even to live scan in the first place.
Yep.
I don't even want to go as far as saying, we know it's frozen. We don't. This is what we're told. Right? We've got sources, in the investigation, I believe, what the nature of our source is in connection to this. But I don't know.
How about y'all? Straight cash? Exactly. 05, 06. It really was before that. I started saying bloods in Baltimore probably like 2004, maybe 2003. Now 05, 06 went through the moon. You feel me? When I caught my time, it wasn't nothing but bloods. Everything was bread and all that blood shit that they did. You feel me? By the time I went to the system in 07, BGF then took over. Like Bloods ain't have a long run in Baltimore, man. Just because of how they was carrying it. You know, they was, you know, they was on some bully shit. BGF silenced that shit real fast. So by 07, BGF had took over. By 08, it was no Bloods allowed. You feel me? By 08, they was shipping Bloods was getting shipped out and chopped up to damn near every jail. They had to send them boys to ECI. They was only safe in certain prisons in Maryland at that time.
Of spring, say it's April, May, June, July, August. That's 4 months. What happened to the body during those 4 months?
By the way, the 4 warmest months.
Yeah, exactly.
In
Southern
California.
And it would start to smell. The fact that
the odor was there, though, according to the toe shop. The odor was
right,
there.
no, at the toe shop. Right, at the toe shop, yeah. Right, but I think remember how long
that
the
like
Tesla
button, y'all.
was parked on the street? I think that it would have started emitting some sort of, I mean, I'm not a scientist, but some sort of smell before it was eventually towed away.
And obviously, the one thing we can't explain is how does the body end up in that car? Yeah, how does the body end up in the Tesla?
Yeah. How? I mean, obviously, someone placed it there, but we can't. Why they would have done it?
It's really dumb.
And the body on top of that was also a process. It was dismembered. There's a lot of factors that go into complicating this issue a lot, right? There's the potential freezing. There's the parts all over the place. It's a very, very sad story. At the end of the day, some of these you see like what belonging she had, what she was wearing, things like that.
Right.
So the one thing that I was told by one of the sources is
I agree with a lot of y'all. I think if it come down to a time where this little kid David get arrested, his ass gonna kill himself. Yo, because he can't survive in prison. Not with these charges. He will not survive on a prison yard in America. Especially in California. Not with these charges. Nah. On a minor? Nah. He ain't gonna be able to survive. They're gonna put a knife in that boy so motherfucking long, that bitch is gonna go from his back to his stomach. I'm telling you. He gonna have a hard way to go. And he ain't no street kid either. Oh my God, that shit gonna be horrible. Unless he pay his way.
don't necessarily use logic to try to understand this.
Keeps ringing in my head. I remember when you said that, and it's been ringing in my head ever since finding out.
We're gonna get the Umar, yo.
The source said that the body was.
Y'all know when we get the Umar, yo, you gotta hit the Cash App, man. You gotta hit the PayPal, hit the Zelle. Whenever we get to talk about Umar Johnson, you have to hit the Cash App. That's mandatory, man.
Frozen. Then that leads me to why was it placed in this car? And I just kept hearing that in my head, that a lot of this, there's part of this that is not going to make sense.
Right.
Hi, my name is Brianna Nunley from Orlando, Florida. All
right, so look, right? So Discord messages got released to this David kid, where he admits that he liked to see gore. No, we already talked about that. They found Discord messages where he said he likes gore, man. You know, he became desensitized to it. And it's crazy because that goes into a bigger message about these blogs that's all they post. That's all they post. So this is evidence that this shit does desensitize children. Look at this. Hold on. Leaked Discord messages show David saying he was addicted to watching grave videos. So he said, I used to be addicted to watching gore videos. I use it to desensitize myself. I saw a cartel execution on Reddit when I was 14. I remember laughing at one point. I got it bad, man. I watch goes to disconnect the part of my brain that feels empathy to the wrong things. Got to the point where I don't even cringe when I see it no more. That's crazy, yo. So that does show. So what this does show is these videos, these death videos, are desensitizing kids. Even though it ain't nothing like witnessing in person. You know, ain't nothing like seeing a dead body or somebody murdered in person. It ain't the same. But since you're dealing with young kids that's impressionable and don't really understand, they think it is. It is totally different from watching somebody being murdered in person to watching a murder happen on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or Twitter or wherever you watch it at. So this actually gives these kids a false perception of reality in a way. But he gonna have a hard little bit when that time comes. Did y'all see Offset? As a matter of fact, salute the Raw Wave too, man. Raw Wave is giving out money to kids to stop wearing their what you call them, shiesty masks. Salute the Raw Wave for that, man. Straight up, man. Cause them masks is ridiculous. Yeah, he was paying kids to take the mask off. That's what's up, man. You know they can just go buy another one, but that's still what's up. I can't stand them goddamn masks. I don't understand it, to be honest. It be hot as shit, 90 degrees outside. They got on fucking masks. What else I wanted to show y'all? Oh. Have y'all seen this? Offset accused of trying to set up Stephon Diggs. Hey, yo. Offset is probably one of the most... I don't know who wins between him and Boston Richie for the 2025 Tender Award. Yo, but Offset is coming off as very tender, bro. Y'all. Like, how you disrespect your marriage all these years? Now she decided to move on. And this, like, anybody she talked to, like, look at this shit. So this is the girl that released it. Her name, Jordan Gore. So she released messages. She told him, congratulations on the album. He said, thanks. Where you at? App a nigga. Give drop or don't come back round. Make sure I'm nowhere near you. He like, now? She like, delete these texts. Finna now, send message. Yo, what you doing? I'm in my room. Call me. Like, yo, this nigga is literally trying. Like, what do you want to do to Stephon Diggs, bro? Niggas probably way bigger than you. You know what I mean? We done seen you already got stripped by niggas. So she say, my bad, LOL. Offset going out sad, man. You're going out sad, man. For real. Did y'all see this? Look at this right here. Staff of the Rankin County Jail in Mississippi testing their electric vest on Mr. Larry Buckholter, an inmate with an intellectual disability. Yo, we need to look more into this, matter of fact. Before we get to Umar Johnson. What's his name? Hold on. Let me pull it up on my phone so I can have it on my history. Softset, that's his name? This is name, Softset. That might be AI. We might do need to change that. We might do need to make that his name. What's the shorty name? Larry. Buckholzer. Look, there ain't nobody even report on this shit. The news ain't get this yet? Nope, news ain't even covered it yet. But look at this though, y'all.
Alright. Say, my name's Larry, and I volunteer for this.
Wait, hold on. Let me take a deep breath.
Okay.
My name's Larry, and I volunteer to this. Oh! 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 Come on! Come on!
Now you get close. It's all over. I'm so proud of you, Larry.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, y'all. The Mississippi out of control, y'all. Yo, everybody preys on the ignorant, y'all. The ignorant, the uneducated. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. Yo, do y'all remember this? Y'all remember this situation in DC where this girl beat up a kid because she didn't over a dispute over $150? Well, she was just convicted of second-degree assault and she would be sentenced. Remember, she thought this shit was cool when she posted it. She thought people was going to agree with her. Look, she let Twitter convince her that she was right. Went on the news, talked about it, ended up getting locked up. Now she got convicted of second-degree assault. Now she might be all right. Might give her some probation, but shit, second-degree assault, shit, you can get jail time for that. Whole time this little girl was 15 years old, man. Y'all remember that story? DC hairstylist arrested. Here you go, right here.
Tonight, 18-year-old Jayla Cunningham is charged with second-degree assault. I talked to her exclusively moments ago. She says that she did not know that her client was 15 years old. Meanwhile, I also spoke to the 15-year-old's mother, and she says that her daughter is traumatized over what happened. This video has been viewed millions of times, and she says that her daughter is viral and did not want to be. Let's explain what happened. In the video that has more than 54 million views, you can see 18-year-old Jayla Cunningham dragging her 15-year-old client by the hooded sweatshirt, saying,
Sit right here and put somebody said it. I'm not you just trying to right? You lucky I'm
Jayla claims the 15-year-old was trying to leave without paying for the $150 service that included a weave with tracks. Jayla cutting the weave out of the teen's hair with scissors because she says the teen did not pay for the service.
She ran, forget tried, she ran without paying me.
And then what did you do?
I dragged her by her hood back into the salon until I can get paid, or, until the police come, or until, she let me take out the service. Because it's like she literally ran outside, like she was about to be gone. I feel like if I didn't do that, she would have been gone and I would have just never been paid.
But the 15-year-old's mother says Jayla also dragged her by her hair when she grabbed her hood and says that her daughter accidentally sent the money to the wrong Cash App and was trying to pay Jayla.
It's just absolutely absurd. It's viral. It's all over the country.
And how is she dealing emotionally with this?
The crazy thing about it, she the one posted the video. She posted this shit, thinking that people's going to agree. And look at it now. Now her dumb ass got a record because she just got found guilty of second-degree assault. Now, if she went to trial, they might send her to jail behind that. If she copped out to it, she got a better chance.
Not good. Not good at all.
The family has hired the Jackson & Associates law firm to represent the 15-year-old in a civil lawsuit.
The video is horrendous.
It's a 15-year-old girl. We're talking about someone's child here, a child who is being dragged across a salon floor by her jacket for over something as simple as a mistake.
And Jayla Cunningham says that she had no clue that she was charged. We brought it to her attention tonight. She says she heard it for the first time and that she has received death threats as a result of the viral video, so she has moved her hair salon to another location. She has a first court appearance, a summons, on April 18th. As for the 15-year-old, well, her parents say she will undergo counseling.
Clout chasing gone wrong. Clout chasing gone wrong, man. Yeah, it don't pay to chase clout, man. Well, I guess it does pay. Yo, but I think that the consequences it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Nah, she really fucking. Did y'all see this shit? Like, it's so much news I've been wanting to show y'all. Look at this.
Our top story here at 8 a.m. Federal agents charging 2 men from Texas in a violent international plot that investigators say included recruiting people from the district.
Fox 5's Melanie Alwick has been covering this for us all morning. She's live in Northwest with the latest. Mel, good morning.
Hey, good morning. So, look, we don't have any information that the pair actually were able to reach out to homeless people in Washington, D.C. to get them to join their unlawful expeditionary force. But the indictment does say that one of them supposedly did move into the D.C. area. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Tanner Thomas of Northern Texas successfully.
They wanted to invade Haiti, kill the guys, and turn the women into sex slaves. Yo, what the fuck? So this is bad parenting, man. like everybody like to blame black people. Yo, but what is this, y'all? What kind of plot was this? What's up, Infamous? Yo, you really wanted to go to Haiti, kill men, and turn the women into sex slaves, bro? Like that was the plan? How do you even come up with some shit like this?
Changed his Air Force basic training assignment in March 2025 from Germany to Joint Base Andrews in Maryland. The indictment says Thomas wanted to be closer to D.C. to facilitate the recruitment of D.C.'s homeless people for their plot. The U.S. Attorney's Office of the Eastern District of Texas alleges that Tanner Thomas and 21-year-old Gavin Weisenberg wanted to invade and take over Gonave Island off the coast of Haiti. 87,000 people live there. Their goal, according to the government, was to kill all the men and turn the women into sex slaves. The indictment says the men studied Haitian Creole. Thomas enlisted in the U.S. Air Force. Weisenberg tried to get training at a Texas fire academy, but failed out. The government alleges months of planning.
They studied Creole. Like, they really was trying to pull this off. They wanted to go in there and blend in. Like, yo, we one of y'all. Like, if this ain't the definition of colonizing, I don't know what is. Yo, that is crazy, man. That is fucking crazy.
Recruiting and weapons research, even an attempt to buy a sailboat. Both have been charged with conspiracy to murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign country.
Damn.
Former U.S. Attorney
Richard
Brooker
says
says the
shit.
government will have to show actual intent.
A conspiracy charge involves an agreement by 2 or more people to commit a crime, and there has to be an overt act, at least one, to further the crime.
They try to buy a boat.
Now, attorneys for the men are offering statements to the public, urging caution. Thomas's attorney says Tanner will be entering a plea of not guilty. We don't yet have the government's evidence, but we'll be defending this case vigorously. And Weisenberg's attorney said it will become clear what actually did not, and could not have happened. Reserve judgment and don't buy into the hype. Now, the pair was also charged with 1 count of production of child pornography, apparently for enticing a minor to produce a video. Both men, we understand, are scheduled to have a court appearance sometime today, and we'll learn a little bit more, perhaps, about the government's evidence against them.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
The lawyer for one of two North Texas men arrested for allegedly plotting a murderous coup on a Caribbean island is now telling everybody to, quote, hold their horses. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. Federal officials announced the indictments for Gavin Wiesenberg and Tanner Thomas. Investigators allege the men were looking to recruit a small army, take a sailboat to an island just a few miles off the coast of Haiti, kill all the men on the island, and enslave the women and children.
Sure. Yo, that is fucking crazy, yo.
Has more on this
Yo, that is
bizarre
crazy,
story.
yo.
Alex.
Yeah, guys, to put things in perspective, a criminologist I spoke to for this story tells me that this is the most bizarre case he has ever reviewed in his 29 years in law enforcement. Now, those two North Texas suspects remain in jail. And again, as you mentioned, they're accused of plotting a coup some 1,700 miles away. These are the North Texas men. Federal prosecutors say
They must don't know about Haiti, yo. Haiti ain't going for that.
to kill the men and
They be over that bitch trying to overthrow the government. They really thought they was gonna go over there to Haiti and do that, and they was just gonna lay down. I don't know. They must do their due diligence in the history of Haiti or the Haitian people.
turn the women into sex slaves. Dr. Alex Del Carmen calls it the most bizarre case he's seen in his entire career.
Well, you know, this is a very unusual case, right?
According to a federal indictment, 21-year-old Gavin
Oh, yeah.
Wiesenberg from Allen and 20-year-old Tanner Thomas from Argyle had been plotting to invade Gonave Island with a population of 87,000, which is part of Haiti. Prosecutors say Wiesenberg and Thomas planned to invade the island by sailboat, heavily armed, using homeless people they would enlist from Washington, D.C. to murder the men on the island, take control of the territory, and then turn the women into sex slaves. Prosecutors say Thomas prepared for the attack by enlisting in the Air Force for military training, and Wiesenberg enrolled in a fire training academy, but later flunked out. Both men are accused of manufacturing child pornography by manipulating and exploiting a juvenile. I talked to Del Carmen about the wild and highly implausible scheme.
I think it's more than just talk, right? So typically what federal prosecutors will do is they're going to look at what sort of planification took place,
and
whether or not there was an intent, and in addition to the intent, whether these individuals had the capability of doing this.
I covered a story in Haiti where, you know, the Haitian government was beefing with some gangs, and the people, I don't know if they killed the police and set the gangs on fire. I'm gonna go to that after this.
Elements of the crime are present in
But
this
they was
particular
tripping.
case.
But in a statement to Fox 4 News, the attorney for Gavin Wiesenberg said, I encourage everyone to hold their horses and stay tuned. An indictment is simply an allegation. And while there is some truth to the allegations, I believe that it will become clear what actually did not, and could not have happened. If your initial response to the government's press release was, that sounds crazy, impossible, and absurd, you might be onto something.
I've seen a lot, but I've never seen anything like this before on U.S. soil.
And we also heard back from Tanner Thomas's attorney via email this afternoon, and he said that he will be defending this case vigorously, and also added that his client will be entering a plea of not guilty on Monday.
Man, them boys was tripping. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that shit. Hold on. What the fuck is the search bar at? Hold on real quick. Where the fuck is the search bar at on here? Alright. Look. This video probably like 2 years ago. Yo, what's up, people? We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. Now, I know I'm excited, but... Hold on. Look at this shit. I think I read an article. The fuck, y'all? And bloodshed has racked up in its latest moments of horror after at least a dozen suspected criminals were beaten to death and burned in broad daylight on the streets of its capital, Port-au-Prince. Horrifying footage of the incident showed the bloody men being forced to lie on the asphalt by rifling-wielding police before bystanders piled tires on top of them, doused them with petrol, and set them alight. One eyewitness told the Associated Press the lynch mob seized the victims from police after they were detained in Port-au-Prince Canopy Vert neighborhood and proceeded to beat and stone them before burning their bodies. Hundreds of onlookers flocked to the scene, where the news agency reporters saw 13 burning bodies to watch the nightmarish attack. In a statement posted on Facebook, Haiti's National Police said its officers had intercepted a group of suspected smugglers traveling in a minibus, but that subsequently more than 12 of the men were unfortunately lynched by the members of the population. An accompanying video showed the handguns and AK-47 magazines police said they had seized with the victims. The lynching came as Haiti's already dramatic social, political, and humanitarian crisis, which the UN Security Council is set to discuss on Tuesday, intensified even further. In just 6 days between the 14th and 19th of April, nearly 70 people were killed in clashes involving gangs in Port-au-Prince's largest shantytown, Site Salil. According to the UN Office for Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, about 40 of the dead were shot or stabbed. At least 2 were children. Fighting is raging in Site Salil. The population feels under siege. They can no longer leave their homes for fear of gun violence and gang terror. The UN Humanitarian Coordinator in Haiti, Uraka Richardson, said in a statement, that warning came a month after the UN called for the deployment. Look at what's going on over there in Haiti. And they thought they was ready to go in that bitch and do what? They ready to go that motherfucker get slaughtered, man. A national specialist support force to Haiti after more than 530 people were killed in the opening weeks of this year, causing many clinics and schools to shut down. Between January and March, the UN Human Rights Office counted 531 killings, 300 injuries, and 277 kidnappings and gang-related incidents, mostly in Haiti's gang-dominated capital. Haiti's desperate predicament is rooted in hundreds of years of foreign exploitation and meddling, decades of corruption and dictatorial rule under the Duvalier dynasty, in a series of shattering natural disasters, including the 2010 earthquake that leveled Haiti's capital and killed more than 200,000 people. But the current crisis intensified in 2021 when Haiti's president, Jovenel Moïse, was assassinated in his Port-au-Prince mansion. Since then, politically powerful gangs have commandeered more than 60% of the capital. Man, he was tripping, man. He thought he was ready to go over there in Haiti and do anything outside of the ordinary. That nigga done lost his they done lost their motherfucking mind. They must ain't do their research. They went over that bitch and got slaughtered. So y'all see the baby got arrested for a robbery. Y'all seen this video? The baby be tripping, man. I don't know how he be getting away with all this shit. You're supposed to rob the promoter. Promoter supposed to have some bread for him. He ain't kick out the bread. So he supposed to strip them and rob them for like $800 or something. In the case, the baby was formally arrested late Thursday, charged with battery related to a robbery case. His bail was set at $1,500. The police report acquired by the site claims the baby allegedly took $80, a credit card, and poured apple juice on the victim, who was a concert promoter. Reportedly, the promoter paid baby $20,000, but baby insists he was owed $30,000 for a concert he was set to perform on Thursday. The baby out this bitch tripping. I guess this is an old case. They say this is super old. I don't know how the fuck his bail was $1,500, but I don't know. The baby getting a lot of breaks. I think this when the video just got released. All right, y'all, but Umar Johnson, y'all. Oh no. Remember we watched the audio of the nigga telling on Melly? Melly mother decided to speak on this. I should go to her page. Fuck what's her name? W. Oh, she must have took it down. the baby did be tripping, man. That nigga always involved in something.
I stay off the internet. I am telling you, I've been avoiding the internet and everything that's been going on with everything that you guys are seeing is related to the civil case. That lawyer, John Phillips, is like the king of slander. Like,
the like button, y'all. Appreciate it, Siobhan.
And doing things because clearly, I don't know, maybe he wanted to be a criminal attorney and couldn't be one, but he's doing the most for this civil case and like the lies and the, I don't know. That man's weird. I filed a bar complaint on him once. I'm gonna file another one.
Oh yeah, his mother ain't bad.
Y'all gotta stop believing everything y'all hear on the internet, please and thank you. People just be saying anything. Listen, I've heard too much about just dumb shit. Whatever you've seen in the first trial is pretty much what you're gonna see. I stay off the internet. If there's a second trial, but with better lawyer, there is no new evidence. There is no new nothing. Actually, there's less.
And that's what I've been telling y'all too. A lot of blogs been trying to look at that video like, oh, Melly is done. It's like, yo, that video was already around. They chose not to use this boy as a witness because you see how he is. Like, yo, I think he would get slaughtered on a witness stand. If I was the defense, I would pray that they call him as a witness. Because this nigga is way too excited. Like, I've never seen somebody that excited to be interrogated before, ever in my life.
You guys, what you're seeing that's being released is all coming from circumstantial stuff that has to do with the civil lawsuit, not his criminal case. Drew Finling is handling the criminal case. Melly's coming home.
I think it's the first time we're going to see Drew Finling in action, too. You know, he be covering a lot of federal cases. I want to see him in action. Is he really this good? You know, because I really wasn't impressed with Brian Steele. I really wasn't. I actually liked, out of all the lawyers we covered, I actually liked Straight Drop Lawyer and Young Dolph case. Straight Drop Lawyer did a fucking great job. What's the girl name? Alicia Andrews' lawyer did a great job. Who else that we seen? I really wasn't impressed with Brian Steele, y'all. I wasn't impressed with Brian Steele. I wasn't impressed with Brian Steele at all.
Okay. In a civil case, you could pretty much say and do whatever you want. Like, you can sue someone because they told you the sky was blue and you believe that it's green. And now they have caused you emotional distress. And guess what? You can go sue them for it. So, I don't care. All that stuff that y'all are seeing.
Hit that like button, y'all. Share the live. Let's get 100 people on here, man.
Of the civil suit.
We ain't reached 100 people in like 2 months. Fuck around with YouTube.
None of it.
Not 2 months. Probably 3 weeks.
But if there's a second
yeah, Lord did real good.
Sure, it's entertaining for a lot of people. I just don't entertain it, honestly.
Go back and watch that Straight Drop trial. His lawyer did a good job too, even though they lost.
So, once again,
still did a good job.
Whatever you see in the first trial, which wasn't much, it's the same thing they're using for the second trial. Oh, except for they are gonna try to use
some text messages,
some lyrics. So that's the only thing. So no new evidence, no new nothing has been discovered. All these witnesses and testimonies and videos that you guys are seeing on the internet, none of that shit has to do with the criminal case. None of that is coming in. That's called hearsay. There is rules of law when it comes to criminal court. In civil court, they're pretty as it's anything goes. You can say whatever you want. That Phillips guy, that's what he's doing. Now, do I feel like it's a tactic to taint the jury by releasing all of this stuff because the jury's going to go in and they're not going to see? Sure, it's entertaining for a lot of people. These videos and not hear from these alleged witnesses, yeah, it's definitely a tactic. Things is always bigger than what you see on the surface. It's just, it's always chess, never checkers. These videos and not hear from these alleged witnesses.
Let me ask you, when you finally got to Bang's house.
No, this is the happiest witness, the happiest interrogation I've ever seen in my life. I told y'all before. I think they should have took the cuffs off him to make him more comfortable. Probably gave him something to eat. Whatever drug of choice, because this nigga was very cooperative. Like, I have never in my life seen somebody overly excited by being handcuffed and interrogated ever in my life. You might not ever see it again. He might be the only one. He is one of one, y'all.
And you saw Melly. Was he wearing the same clothes as he left the club in? What was he wearing?
Tank top and some gym shorts.
Did you see where his other clothes were at? What's your impression? What do you think happened?
Same thing y'all think. I would. I ain't no snitch, dog. You feel me?
No.
I'll turn these cameras off.
You said I ain't no snitch.
Hell, dog. Real shit. Sat low key deserved what he got because he was 27. With a little girl.
Yeah, I know.
And he was out here. Yeah. He was out here, feel me, doing shit at the same time. So, like, your karma caught up to you. But at the same time, Juvie ain't deserve to die. You feel me? Juvie just there at the wrong place.
Everyone says that about Juvie. Said he was a decent kid.
Man, Juvie was, Juvie was one of the most kind-hearted niggas you would ever meet. Juvie is the hood light.
Yeah, no, everyone.
Like, say it's a dark area. You go see Juvie in that dark area, he the light.
Let me ask you, when you find...
The fuck did Juvie got on? What the fuck nigga got a crop top? This nigga got on a bib? The fuck? His ass is tripping.
Juvie is the light, bro. Tell you, man.
But think about it, man.
They got a bib on.
Are you doing Juvie justice? He's in the grave now, right?
All right, I don't know what Charlene and Alvin.
But like, I can't.
I'm not saying you're snitching, but you're gonna point me in the right direction.
That was on the last line. Charlene be on the road.
In the right direction, because no one's.
Y'all ever find out where the shit really happened at though?
Yes.
And did y'all find the right cause and shit?
Yes.
Like, so how, like, tell me, did the bullets come from the inside or the outside? And I can tell you what's really going on.
You tell me. Unfortunately...
I don't know. Look, they not... Did they ever tell you? No, they not telling me nothing. You feel me? They not telling me nothing because they know.
Now, Alvin was here yesterday.
You tell me.
Does anybody challenge him?
Like, what you mean?
Does anyone say, hey, what the...
Nah, I did, yeah. I asked them, like, going on. But I remember all this shit like it was yesterday, bro. The nigga said, he said, I was like, man, what the f going on? Because when Boylan was still in the hospital at the time, Juvie is the light, bro. Tell you, bro, I'm finna beat the shit out of Boylan when he came back. I was finna whoop Boylan ass, like, because Melly wasn't talking. I was finna do Melly, but I knew I would have had to fight Bang and all them niggas, you feel me? So I'm like, Melly, man, what the f going on? Like, what's going on? He over there, like, trying to bait, cry, and shit like that, like, but no tears coming. Like, you can't fool me, nigga.
It was a big show he's putting on.
Yeah, like, you can't fool me, bro. If a real drive-by done spunt on the niggas, if a nigga done spunt on our dog, the nigga ain't gonna be sitting in Fredo Bang house. We finna get right. We finna go see what it is, do what it is.
Hey, Mike, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, he thought he was doing something. Like, I'd never seen nothing like this before. Like, he was, what Charlene said in the comments? I forgot what the fuck Charlene said. He said we died laughing.
Situation just... shit weird, like, cause like I don't know like how that shit happened. I don't know, so that's why I say I don't know. But I feel like that bit was set up. Like,
what motive would Melly have to kill his two friends?
They just piss him off. I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. The man was on FaceTime now, like, y'all don't know, bro. Y'all don't know what I'm gonna beat the shit out of Portland when he came back. I don't know what he was doing to me. Y'all don't know what Seth was doing to me, bro. Like saying like Seth was breaking his ass or some shit. So I'm like,
hell yeah, that nigga's at home.
What you saying, bro? What you saying? Like, what
I told y'all that nigga probably, when they released that nigga, he probably wanted to come back. He probably called these niggas the next day for For a week straight, he called him like, yo, when we gonna do that again? Don't you know how like you did with a female with shit, you had a good time. Like, I'm trying to do that again, man. I had a good time last night. You feel me? That's how yo was when he called homicide. I had a good time, man. We need to do this shit more often. I cover this bitch at least once a week. I mean, we can't just let it end like this. I got boatloads of information on everybody in Florida.
Do you think Sack was molesting him?
I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what Sack, bro. Like
an adult.
I don't know, but like Sack bigger than Melly. You think Melly about this?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Sack, bro. Sack 6'5". Bro, Sack picked Jay Green up off his 2 feet and go like that to the nigga head in the
That's
wall.
fucked up. They got him in cuffs, yo.
You don't think Cortland did it, did he?
He don't even seem to be mad. He don't even seem to be upset that he in cuffs at all. Like, that shit don't even matter to him. They probably could release him in cuffs. He wouldn't mind.
Cortland ain't living like that. My blood cousin. Cortland my blood cousin. Portland not living like that. So you think he's just covering from Melly? Something. You tell you, because Portland, back then, Portland looked gay. People used to think Portland was gay because how his shape was. That was doing to me. Yo, no one said was doing no homo shit. The nigga that had, you feel me?
Anyway, these motherfuckers. That's a wild ass nigga. All right, y'all. Umar Johnson, man. Umar Johnson is back and better than ever. He's back like never before, y'all. Dr. Ufa Tunde is back. He's on Instagram. YouTube. He's posting again. Brothers and sisters, hit the cash app. Brothers and sisters, hit the PayPal. Hit the Zelle. We talking about Umar Johnson, brothers and sisters. Prince Ifa Tunde. Yo, why the fuck I can't go to my history? Hold on, man. The fuck type shit YouTube playing? You don't forget, yo, we still building rec centers. We still building rec centers in every major U.S. city across America. All you gotta do is hit the cash app. But don't ask no questions about it, because we don't answer questions. Don't ask where the money is going. Just know that we doing what we say we're gonna do with it. That's all you need to know. No nation like donations. No nation without donations. Appreciate it, JB. I almost forgot that. Y'all know that's the motto over here. There's no nation without donations. It's the motto.
Okay, look, what's happening in Miami tonight?
Look, he trying to party already.
What's happening in Palm Beach tonight? What's happening in Hollywood, Florida tonight? What we doing tonight? Any Pan-African events going on?
Hell no.
Because I'm only interested in the global unification of African people. I don't do tribalism. I am not a tribalist. I'm not doing no kind of tribalism. No tribalism. So parents, please, parents, no special ed testing, please. Talk to me first. Remember, every book signing is a special education drop-in clinic.
Oh, Lord.
Every book signing is a drop-in clinic. An education, regular education, special education.
I don't know. He was in the school the other day.
Drop-in clinic. Every Dr. Umar book signing is also simultaneously a regular education clinic for parents, a special education clinic for parents.
Why is this nigga? Yo, for the life of me, yo. Yo, that's what bothers me the most about this nigga. Yo, he is not a parent, man. Yo, for the life of me, at this point, yo, we know you ain't raised no kids. We know this now. Like, all right, in the beginning, you was able to fool us. You know, you made you said a lot of things that make sense. But now that we know that you never been a parent, yo, stop doing that shit, yo. Like, yo, talk about something else. Talk about ADHD in schools, yo, but stop talking about parents and raising their children, bro. Like, yo, that's something you learn with that's something you learn over time. You gotta have, what's the word I'm looking for, man? You gotta be a parent first. Umar Johnson has never been a parent. ever. Man, see my man JB for $2 super chat is cereal money. Don't forget, y'all, we are still collecting cereal money, rent money, gas money, weed money, cigarette. We collecting all money, brothers and sisters. Don't ever forget that. You know, we don't talk about it often, but just keep that in mind, yo. We still collecting it.
And a mental health clinic for parents. If you have questions,
And your
come
grip
through
money.
tomorrow. Bring your paperwork. If you buy a book, you get your on-site
Yeah, we
questions
definitely need the
answered
grip
for
money, man.
free.
We
If
prefer
you
the
don't
grip
buy a
money
book,
over cereal
there
money,
will
but
be
we'll
a
take
fee.
both.
There will be a fee. 200 copies will be at the 510 studio tomorrow. My South Florida family is very large. My South Florida family is very large. 200 copies tomorrow. Don't wait till the last minute to come get your book. Bring
Yo, this
your
is a
camera.
scam, y'all.
I'm taking pictures with all.
Matter of fact, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. You gotta watch them, man. You gotta watch them, man. You gotta be careful of the YouTubers that's trying to sell you a fucking course. So point and shoot video on Poetic Flocka a couple days ago. Cause he's out this bitch trying to sell people courses for $100. Yeah, I mean, guaranteed to build your YouTube channel in 30 days. Yo, that don't work that way, yo. I don't give a fuck if a mother. I don't give if a person got 10 million
All right, so for
subscribers.
this video, I want
Yo,
to.
he cannot sell you a course on building your platform. It don't work that way. Anybody trying, all they doing is praying on you, y'all. I don't try to pray on nobody. You know, maybe, you know, some people say that's stupid. You know, some people say you got to monetize your audience. Yo, but I'd rather just keep it real. You feel me? I ain't trying to pray on nobody for no motherfucking money, y'all. I can't tell you how to get the fucking 20,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. It didn't take me 2 weeks. So how the fuck I'm going to tell you, you'll get there in 2 weeks. You feel me? Like, it's just, everything is different, yo. The algorithm is the algorithm. And what works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. It don't go that way. So anybody trying to sell you a course, a one-on-one consultation of, you know, look, you read my book or take my class, I'm guaranteeing you this, yo, they scamming you, man. They scamming you. And a lot of these people do it.
Speak to you guys about this Jala.
Frederick Jala is my real name.
Because he scammed me out of $100, and I'll explain what happened. So Frederick Jalatokpa has engaged himself in false advertising and misrepresentation, and he basically tricked me into buying his book that promised me $10,000 a month on YouTube. What? And that's what he's been promising.
Yo, $10,000 a month on YouTube, bro. Oh my god. Yo, this nigga's crazy, y'all. Yo, they didn't turn YouTube. My man DW said stack more weight on the bench. Yo, my son lifts that, yo. That's my son weight. But yo. Know what this is equivalent to? Them rappers. Remember during the pandemic, them rappers was inboxing people like, yo, you can get on my album, you can get on my mixtape, give me $500, I'm gonna book your slot. But the mixtape is just a whole bunch of rappers that nobody knows. It don't get no promotion. It's just the same concept. They're using their so-called celebrity to play on people's dreams. Similar to we having a rap seminar. Come through, give me your best lyrics, we signing people. No, they not signing people, man. Yo, everybody, all these guys doing is preying on people. That's why I keep saying the black sellouts is the biggest threat to the black community. Like, remember Yo Gotti did the what the fuck challenge that was? What challenge Yo Gotti did, man? Was it the Busted? Wasn't the Busted challenge? Who the fuck did the Busted challenge? Whatever challenge Yo Gotti did, we had the open verse, and he told everybody he was gonna sign somebody, gonna get on the song, do the verse. Then you find out he signed somebody, he picked one of his artists, dollar for dollar. Appreciate it. Just like the dollar for dollar challenge. Time to work, what it do? Everybody is scamming, man. Like people ain't real, and it goes into this gatekeeping narrative that Jim Jones exposed, and I think a lot of these black people adopted. It's just a form of gatekeeping. They want to play on your dreams, play on your emotions, but give you nothing in return. They're the only ones winning. I can never participate in that, yo. I can't do it, yo. I won't do it. I've been told I should do it by some supporters. It been supporters of me like, yo, I mean, keep it G, y'all know, yo, how you feel, yo, about, yo, but I'm saying I want you to win, bro. Yo, maybe you should just start doing. It's like, yo, I can't do that, yo, because it ain't about me winning. It's about me being able to look at myself in the mirror. It's about me being able to look at my kids. Yeah, I might have more money. You feel me? Everything might be great. But internally as a person, I'm going to feel like shit. And a lot of these people that do that, that's how they feel as a person. You look at Charles White. Yo, Charles White ain't happy, man. I don't give a fuck what he try to make you believe. There's no way he's happy doing what he's doing. That's not a happy life, yo. You can't be happy going on the internet playing every motherfucking day, playing the people's emotions, playing with people's intelligence, playing both sides. Like, yo, you ain't happy doing that, bro. It take a miserable person to be able to pull that off.
Everyone else, it's false advertising. Don't you see?
I can teach you how to make $10,000 a month, bro. It's easy. Look at my proof. I don't even gotta sell you. Look at my channel as proof. I want to teach you how to make your first 10K and then 100K once you get your 10K. I got a step-by-step book on how to make your first $10,000 a month on YouTube and grow really fast using secrets that I use that I don't hear nobody talk about. I have a step-by-step book on how to make it on YouTube and make your first $10,000 a month within 3 months. Okay, link is in the description as well as
within 3 months. So you won't need to be monetized in 3 months. You won't need to be monetized in 3 months, man. Like, so we just supposed to go from making $100 a month to making 10K just by following your book. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I can't stand people that do this to people, y'all. Because, yo, get a game. If you got the game like that, see, but he's not a black American. But how I look at it, right? And this is how I always carried it when I came on the YouTube, because I was one of the people on YouTube where I was looking for help and niggas wasn't telling me nothing. You feel me? Like I told y'all before, when I was on Facebook, I was doing the side-by-side videos. And for the longest time, I didn't understand how to play the video on one picture and on the other picture, I could still be moving. Yo, I couldn't find nobody to tell me that. You know who told me that? Jesse Larry's brother, Desi. Desi the one that gave me the apps to use so I can, mind you, this is after like a year and some change. Desi from Baltimore. I think his name 410 Desi. I forgot what his Instagram name is. I paid him for promo one time. And I was like, yo, how the fuck you do your videos like that? And he said, yo, download these apps. But outside of that, yo, these people won't give you nothing, yo. So I always told myself, yo, if I ever got to a point where I learned YouTube, yo, if you need me to help you with anything, hit me. I'm not charging you nothing, man. Fuck, I'm charging you for that. Yo, like, yo, why are we charging if Flocka got the sauce? Fuck you charging for? Give it out. It's enough money on YouTube for everybody. Yo, you don't have to gatekeep. You don't have to do none of that. You don't have to push somebody down to build you up. Yo, you don't gotta do none of that, man. You ain't gotta do none of that. That's why, yo, it's hella content creators that can tell you, yo, Keep It G News help me, man. Straight up. And this go from people that got 5 subscribers to people that got 3,000. You feel me? Like, yo, I'm not charging you for no information, yo. If you need help with some shit, yo, hit me, yo. If I know it, I'll tell you, yo. You ain't got to book no one-on-one consultation. Not no black man or woman. Nah, fuck no. We don't do that over here.
Consultations and get your first 10K subscribers and then expedite that to 100K. How to make your first $10,000 a month on YouTube faster in a hurry. I can show you without a doubt how to make $10,000 a month on YouTube, bro. All right, like easily.
So basically what happened was I made the purchase, obviously. As soon as I became aware of this, I go, oh, I'm buying it. And I bought it, and I wasn't happy with what I got. Let's just say that I became extremely furious when I opened the contents of this book. It's not even, so get this. This is number one. The book is 3.5 pages long.
What?
And he's calling it a book. He's saying, buy my book. It's going to make you $10,000. And so I bought the book, and it was 3-page, double spaced, by the way. A 3.5 page double spaced book. Imagine calling that a book. Imagine representing 3.5 pages double spaced as a book for sale. This is what y'all has done. And in the book, get this, in the book, he has embedded a couple of YouTube links to go to a YouTube video where he gives you talking head instructions.
What?
That's his book. I mean, it doesn't get any stupider than this. And it just keeps getting stupider and stupider. Wait until you see what I've got. This book, I knew that this book was a scam when I bought it, but I had to get my hands on it. I had to examine its contents because I knew that I was going to get something like this, and it didn't disappoint in that regard. I mean, I am out of $100, but I've gained a wealth of evidence of the Jala. So let's go ahead and start this video out. I want to play you guys a clip, a very important clip, because this really speaks to what Jala's intentions are. He knows that what he's promoting is a dead end. It's not going to work. It's not even working for him. He said a couple months ago that he wants to leave YouTube altogether for a more stable income.
Yeah, bro. You already know, bro. We don't do that, bro. We don't charge motherfuckers for no information, man. I want us all to win. Fuck, I'm gonna charge you for. Yeah, man. We should all be making money off this bitch if possible, man. And it's the thing, yo. The false perception is, yo, people think if I build him up, I'm losing. I'm pushing myself down. Yo, YouTube gets 16 billion views a day, man. And everybody watch multiple content creators. Ain't no such thing as if you go up, I go down. Ain't no such thing as that, man.
Like YouTube has pretty much confirmed
Not
the
on
ad
YouTube.
apocalypse is coming. That means what? The ad apocalypse is coming. Because if you literally can drop a video and do 1 million views and then check that bit and you make $10, it's over with. So like I'm just telling everybody, bro, at some point, because me, bro, I'm gearing towards getting off the YouTube and going to like other platforms like like the Patreon and then Twitch. So like I'm like getting ready early. You other dudes who is not looking for the future, that bro, it's over with for YouTube.
Wait, there's an ad apocalypse?
So like 6 months ago, Jala was talking about leaving YouTube, and he said that he was going to be focusing on Patreon and Twitch. Well, he couldn't even get 1,000 subscribers to subscribe to his Twitch. His Patreon is a joke. I don't think he has 1 subscriber. If he has 1 subscriber, I'd be shocked. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything like that. He doesn't show his subscriber count because he's too embarrassed because of how low the subscriber counts are, okay? So let's review here. So he wanted to leave YouTube and build his Patreon and Twitch.
I'm gearing towards getting off the YouTube and going to like Patreon and then Twitch.
He failed on both and has since given up on both. And now he's doing this to his own audience.
And get paid to talk for a living. I want to show you how to make your first 10K on YouTube, as well as hit your first 10K subscribers within 3 months. Or if you already got 10K subscribers, how to expedite that, okay, to get your first 100K.
So now Jala says that YouTube is a gold mine and that he can help anyone in the world reach $10,000 a month on YouTube easily within 3 months. All you got to do is buy his book for $100 and you are going to achieve easily a 6-figure income off of YouTube. That's what he's selling people. That's what he's telling people. And so you got to ask yourself, why isn't this Jala doing this for his own? Like, why isn't he building multiple YouTube channels? Why doesn't Jala have like 5 YouTube channels that are booming, making 6 figures? I don't understand. I thought he was an expert at this. Now, Jala does have a second YouTube channel that not a lot of people know about, and it's because he abandoned it.
What?
It didn't go anywhere. He only got 5,000 subscribers total over years of trying to build it. Look at this channel. Jala attempted to grow this channel much in the way that he's telling people that he can grow their channel. He tried to grow this channel. Why didn't he apply his YouTube growth secrets to his own YouTube channel? That's what I want to know.
Look at my channel as proof.
Because he's advertising his book as being able to easily achieve this. This is what he said.
Or how to make your first $10,000 a month on YouTube and get your first 10K subscribers and then expedite that to 100K and grow really fast using secrets that I use that I don't hear nobody talk about. All right, this is new, fresh secrets. Click on this video right here.
So he's got fresh secrets in this book, and he basically promises that if you buy his book, you'll start making money on YouTube. This is known as false advertising. I mean, it really is. He's basically trying to sell people financial success. And it's really crazy that he's just doing this openly. You have to be very careful about what you advertise if you're selling an information-based course where you're pretty much guaranteeing a measurable level of success. If you buy the course, it has to be proven. And the only thing that Jala can prove is that he fucking stinks like shit and garbage and filth. Every one of his videos, it seems like he's got some bullshit falling out of his hair onto his lips or some shit like that. I mean, he really has a tremendous odor. And he's just always got these little moist little bits of food just all over, sprinkled all over his body, just all up and embedded into the crevices of his enormous body. So we can guarantee that. We know that. That's not the problem. The problem is that he is selling things that he can't prove, cannot. So let's go into these secrets. So he says, so secret number one, I don't know if these are there's no place in the book that says these are the secrets, but I want to tell you what he thinks that he's telling people that we don't already know. So he says, stop telling friends and family to subscribe to you. This is a piece of the video that he sells to you with his book. Listen to what he says.
But I want to make you rich. So shut your po ass up and listen. And don't question nothing I got to say. First off, tell your family and friends, don't even share the link. Don't even let...
So one of Jala's big secrets is don't tell your friends and family about your YouTube channel. Don't have your friends and family subscribe to you because it will hurt your analytics. This is actually true, but this isn't a secret. This is old information. This is not something that people should be paying $100 for. Jala just stole this from like 1,000 other YouTube videos that say the same thing.
One of the biggest mistakes people make is telling their friends and family about their YouTube channel. Unless they happen to be just as passionate about the topic, them clicking on it and viewing and subscribing is pointless and it could be harmful.
So that is not a secret.
And grow really fast using secrets that I use that I don't hear nobody talk about.
But I'm wondering why it's in this book that you have to pay $100 for. That's the question. Why is this being marketed as a secret? That's the real secret. What is going on in Jala's mind? That is a secret.
What?
Because I don't know what the hell he was thinking when he did this. Now, this next Jala secret is that he tells, in this book, it says, join a YouTube sector. And what a YouTube sector is basically a group of online creators that all make videos about the same subject.
Quote unquote sectors of YouTube. We got the Black sector, Mo3 sector. I think at one point there was a Young Dolph sector, Beef sector.
Now, when Jala started his YouTube journey back in 2017, he started his channel back in 2017, and his channel was dedicated to Dr. Umar. He was a part of the Dr. Umar sector.
All of these sectors, Dr. Umar sector.
But the crazy part about this is that Jala didn't start getting successful on YouTube until he left the Umar sector and started doing just trending news slop. So why is he recommending people do what wasn't working for him? I don't understand that. And I'll have people know that Jala has deleted all of the old content from the Dr. Umar sector off of his channel. He wants to hide his past. Jala started his YouTube channel in 2017. That was 8 years ago. That doesn't seem like he grew very fast, does it?
What?
8 years ago, he started growing his YouTube channel.
YouTube and make your first $10,000 a month within 3 months.
And he didn't start getting traction until after he left the Dr. Umar sector. And if you look, you'll quickly find out that his oldest video that you can find on his channel is from only 4 years ago. So there's years and years and years of Dr. Umar sector content that he has deleted that he wants nothing to do with. And it's because he's filled with evil and he doesn't want people to know how evil he is and how disgusting he is. I mean, he used to dox people for money. Jala used to disseminate people's personal information, their addresses, their phone. I mean, like he would victimize innocent people for cash payments. And I want to play you this clip from...
They put away in Baltimore? Man, yeah, Clan, we can go check him out. But he's a cornball, man. To be honest, just my personal opinion. I think he's a candidate to rat in the OTF case.
Shakim Ra, also a Dr. Umar sector participant, and I want to just play you this little video. This is going to show Jala's evil doxing that he used to do.
But for years, he was attacking me, attacking my wife, attacking my kids, and the list goes on. And then he was paying people to go at me too, to attack me, to attack my wife, and to attack my kids. This went on for many, many years.
The guy you're talking on podcast.
He paid people to go at me and spread all these rumors about me being gay and all this kind of stuff. one of them was saying that my wife was a lesbian, that we were a lesbian gay couple and had all these kids. I said, man, you got
He doctored fake text messages, doxed Lennon Honor's home address where his wife and kids stay, doctored Grindr messages, and also passed around alleged nudes of Lennon Honor in order to try to destroy the reputation of Umar Johnson's biggest antagonist, and also simultaneously somehow gain notoriety, attention, subscribers, and views.
Lennon seen this young man named Jace and said, hey. Jace responded, hey, you're pretty close by, because it does look like they're about 2,000 feet away. And he says, yeah, what you up to? This nigga was looking for butt sex tonight. This man said, cut the fucking chit chat, nigga. When can I get that butt tonight? Type in this number and you will see it belongs to Lennon Honor.
Watch him slip up right here, and he says, Jace was texting me. So Jala was having gay conversations on Craigslist. Trying to spoof someone's number and make people think it was them. Look at it. He says, crazy. Jace was texting me.
Jace texts him saying, hey, it's Jace. Lennon responds back with, hi, how are you? Jace texts him saying, hey. Jace texts him saying, hey. Jace texts him saying, hey. Jace texts him saying, hey, it's Jace.
Wow. Why? Yo. So I think, why he co-signed for Umar like that? So much so that he alive for him. Y'all don't think it's a little strange? Considering Umar Johnson might not be who we think he is. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, yo, there's a lot of weird shit going on this internet, man. You don't know who these guys are. I'm telling you.
Lennon responds back with, hi, how are you? So Lennon dropped a nude, which I'm not going to show on YouTube. However, if you want the nude, I can't say inbox me because I don't know if that's a crime. So again, if you want the nude, you can look for it. You can inbox me. I'm not saying I'll give it, but if you want, email me and you know, I would definitely go ahead and think about it.
Yo, ain't even done yet. I got 5 more to drop, I got 5 more to drop for him, I got 5 more to drop, bruh. Ain't even over yet. I got 5 more to drop, man. Hey, oh man, my Cash App is right here, Again, we already made an example out of EJ. Gerald Palmer will also get crushed. He's a fucking ant. He's a motherfucking ant.
And I just want to point out that Jala was proud of himself for doing this. He used to taunt people and say, yeah, I'm doxing you. What are you going to do about it? Call the cops.
Flacco digs. And when I dig for it all. I'm going to war with real killers, you feel me?
What?
With real killers, bro. Oh, you doxing? Then bitch, call the cops, nigga. Ain't scary shit.
Now, Jala likes to pretend like this never happened and he deleted all of this off of his channel and everything else like that. But the Umar Johnson sector people still remember, and they're making videos about this to remind people of what Jala used to do.
Get a bit different on this topic because, like, bro, I just hate fucking liars. I hate dudes that go and try to make it seem like, oh, what I did wasn't that bad. I mean, I was fucked up, but I wasn't, bro. You was a menace on YouTube and Discord, bro.
Like after folks started like doxing and shit like that.
Tap my screen real quick, bro. Let's go ahead and get it. Who's this, Mo? Oh, that?
Oh, why do Mr. Pro like got some white relatives, man?
What are you talking about? That's a kid, nigga. This nigga thinking he getting kudos points picking on kids.
Once the IP revealed, it's the location of the individual of where that person is. And God forbid they live in a house and not an apartment. If they live in a house, all we have to do is pull up the property tax information and we can see who the house owner is. And man, we got ourselves a case. Some trolls went to that website. And, you know, left a little comment. So when they send over a message, I got their IP. What's the longitude, perfect longitude, and the latitude.
It's time now to find their motherfucking address. Damn, someone just said, hey, Flacco, don't expose me. You and TCTV can go half, $250 each. Okay, my brother, how about this?
Poetic Flacco doxed my dad's house, right?
Damn.
So this is a public post that he made on his channel, which is, of course, since been removed.
You forgot, nigga? You forgot my chat niggas nickname me Bombs over Baghdad, nigga?
Wait, what's average?
No.
You have to be very smart to like.
That's average though. That
To hire gay niggas off of Craigslist and stuff.
Yo, bro, I heard that
And be
bullshit.
wanted for the FBI.
Yo, I heard that bullshit. I said, bro, these niggas trying to get me out the paint, bro. What you doing, man?
I'm good.
It's been a long time coming, bro. Listen, yo, I've been trying to get this for a while, man. So, I do. So tell me more about Lennon. How did you meet Lennon?
We met on the hookup app Grindr. He reached out to me. I thought he was cool, wasn't too pushy, so we exchanged numbers.
Right, so I don't want to get too far off into the weeds here, but I just wanted people to see that. I wanted this in the record, but this all just goes back to this joining a sector thing is not how you grow a YouTube channel in 3 months to get $10,000 a month. That's just not true. And so there's a bunch of other quote unquote secrets that are just common knowledge that you can look up anywhere on the internet. There's no secrets. And that's Jala's book. The conclusion. Oh, I also want to point out that Jala is doing a bait and switch technique here with his little book, because he sells you this book for $100, promising that you're going to make $10,000 a month within 3 months if you do everything that he says. But then at the end of the book, the very last secret that he has listed here is that you have to buy a one-on-one consultation for $500.
God damn. So he's trying to sell you the book, but the book ain't good enough. For further information, and you need to have one-on-one consultation with him. Yo, these boys are dirty, y'all. That's fucked up that they willing to do this shit to people, man. Yeah, they is, man. That shit is crazy.
That's crazy. So that's a bait and switch. This is a common deceptive marketing technique. This whole thing just reeks of deception and false, misleading claims. I mean, he says every single day he teaches people how to make $10,000 a month on YouTube, but is that substantiated? Does he really teach people every day how to do this?
I teach people every day how to grow on YouTube fast and make their first $10,000 a month. I have a book on it. The link is in the description.
So Jala doesn't know this because he's stupid, but advertisers have to clearly and conspicuously disclose that results are not typical. And he has to clearly and straightforwardly and not misleadingly state this. He has to say, this is not proven. The people that I teach, if they're even real, they are not successful. Okay? And he has to actually do that, or else it's false advertising. I'm pretty sure.
Always my number one, especially if your offer is an earnings type offer. You need to make sure that you are following the rules as it relates to earnings claims. Now, a lot of my clients don't use earnings claims at all in their advertisements. But if you're using something that talks about how much money people can make when they use your service or product, you need to make sure you're following these rules. There are two types of earnings claims that are out there. First type of earnings claims is an express earnings claim, telling people that they're going to make a certain amount of money within a certain period of time.
Make your first $10,000 a month within 3 months.
And create the wrong impression if your clients don't make that type of money, right? So if you say, hey, if you join our system, you're going to make $10,000 in 30 days. But nobody in your group, none of your clients are making that. That's a misrepresentation. That's a violation. It's not that you can't do earnings claims. It's just they have to be truthful and accurate. And if you make a statement that's a misrepresentation, then you can get in trouble.
Okay, so this lawyer is speaking my language. He says that's a violation.
What?
And he says that you can get in trouble.
What the commission will look at, or in other regulatory bodies, is when you're conveying a message in your advertisement and it conveys an impression upon the client that they're going to do something that you're really not going to provide. For example, if you say, hey, look at Bill. Bill finished our course 30 days ago and made $10,000, but nobody's ever done that. Well, looking at that testimonial and the way that you've presented it, it makes me feel like everybody that's gone through your program or service has done that. And so I should be able to do that too. If you create the wrong net impression by the advertisement claim, then you're in trouble. You have to make sure that your front end advertisement is in line with your back end fulfillment. And if you promise somebody or create an impression that they're going to make money tomorrow, but in actuality, all you're providing is training and there's no guarantee you could ever guarantee that they would make money tomorrow, then there's too much of a gap and you're going to get in trouble for that.
There's too much of a gap, Jala. Do you understand that this falls, in my opinion, directly under what you are doing, if that makes any sense? I mean, it's just really unfortunate for Jala because now he has to be concerned and worried all the time about the feds and everything else because he's got all these enemies that are probably, after watching this video, there's probably going to be a lot of people reporting him for this and going to the FTC and complaining about him. But I mean, it's just so funny to me that he thought that this was cool, that he was just going to do this and I wasn't going to get involved. That's where he screwed up. And it's just like, Jala, don't you understand that I am a part of your life now? That you can't make a move on the internet
I like
without me
points
being
y'all.
right there to supervise you? Do you understand? So this lawyer sounds like, to me, like he's describing Jala to a T.
Still number one on my list. But number two, type of earnings claims is implied earnings claims. I see this all the time. Let me tell you about what I did last month. I made $50 million.
I've made $90,000 in 28 days. I can show you.
You've been ignoring it the whole time.
$10,000 a month on YouTube, bro.
DJ Academics played the role, yo. He knew what he was doing. Yo, he titled the video Dirk Last Interview. He took the original video down and titled it Dirk Last Interview. DJ Academics played the role in getting Dirk incarcerated, man. Intentionally. Knew what he was doing.
All right, like easily.
And then you give the impression that people who work with you will make a tremendous amount of money. Maybe not $50 million, but they'll make, a substantial amount of money because they'll follow exactly what you're doing and you're successful, they'll be successful. But at the end of the day, your clients are not like that. I mean, a fraction of your clients are making money, so that's an issue.
So that's an issue. Jala, do you understand that you got issues?
Frederick Jala is my real
Do you
name.
understand now?
If you can't substantiate a claim, then you get in trouble.
Now, Jala probably thinks that because he sees other people doing this, selling courses that are supposed to get you to a certain level of success on YouTube, he thinks that because other people are doing it, that he's free to do it as well. But the difference is that Jala isn't using any type of disclaimer or any type of disclosure at all. Like these other YouTube success gurus are doing. They're putting disclaimers up saying, hey, this isn't guaranteeing anything. This is not proven. And it's because that is what is required if you're going to sell an unproven course that probably doesn't work. And so Jala isn't doing any of this. Jala is just like guaranteeing it basically that you're going to be successful if you buy his book. And again, he doesn't provide any disclosure of the generally expected results for the average consumer. And making exaggerated promises such as claims that viewers can get rich fast is not allowed on YouTube under their terms and conditions. So Jala is putting his channel at risk. Jala is extremely stupid. And so a couple of honorable mentions that I want to make here are that I found out through this course that Jala uploads his videos in 4K, but he renders them in 1080p. So what it says 4K on your YouTube screen, but it appears that he uses 1080p video files to make his videos. So that is really weird.
What?
So Jala spent nearly $5,000 on camera equipment on an A7S III, which has 4K HDR mirrorless full frame capabilities, only to film himself in 1080p and then upscale it to YouTube in 4K to make people think that they're watching 4K.
What?
That's a violation. I'm sorry. That is another scam to me, because here's what I think's going on. So he's telling people that these are the secrets he uses, these are the methods and the equipment that he uses, but he's showing people 1080p files as if this is how he does it when his YouTube channel clearly says it's a 4K file. It's a 4K video. So I think he's intentionally teaching his audience the wrong way. He's telling his audience, this is exactly how I do it. This is exactly what you need to be doing. And then he's showing them 1080p files and loading 1080p files onto a 1080p timeline. This is supposed to be what he does, but then his videos on his YouTube channel say that they are 4K quality. So it looks like he's lying to his audience and trying to make them think that he uses 1080p video files when in reality he uses 4K. That is a deception. But he's selling a book on how to do it for $100, and he's telling people that they're going to get basically a six-figure income within 3 months of buying his book. That's fucking crazy. So basically, what we've got here, guys, is we've got ourselves a Jolly.
Jolly is my real name.
And so this other thing I want to mention here, his pitch for the, I don't know what the description for his book on his gumroad.com where he hosts his book. It says YouTube isn't hard. People just gatekeep the secrets on how to grow. Well, that's until now. This is like the definition of gatekeeping. You have to pay $100 to get past the gate to know the secrets. So he says people are just gatekeeping, which is exactly what he's trying to do.
All doing it, man.
So that's pretty interesting. And it says, well, that's until now.
Yeah, I've been calling out these bloggers for gatekeeping YouTube for at least 2 years now. For at least 2 years now, I've been calling them out. King AK-47, Seti Nash, 1090 Jake. At one point, all of that was cool. Trenches News, Hood Educated. Like they're trying to gatekeep this little, I guess, little portion of YouTube that they think they run.
Need to know to grow on YouTube. You just got to pay $100. So that's really interesting. He doesn't. None of the false advertisement claims are actually on this Gumroad website. They're only on his YouTube videos on his YouTube channel where he advertises for it. So how is this not deceptive marketing? Why aren't the same guarantees on this in the description here? Where is the 3 months and you're at 10K type stuff? I don't understand where. I'm not a lawyer, but this seems very deceptive to me. And I also want to say that he's hiding the ratings, the review ratings. He's hiding those because he wasn't hiding them before, but I gave him a 1 star and now he's hiding them. So he's concealing the information about what you're going to receive if you buy the product. That's another deception to me. And another deception that he's doing is he's also listing under the link to go buy the book in his YouTube video descriptions, it says, sign up to win a free coaching session with him. He says that he picks someone every month. He picks a subscriber and gives them a free hour of coaching.
Description as well as one-on-one consultation. Or you can sign up to win a free consultation. I'll pick one of my subscribers each month.
Those scammers, slow people.
So the links are in my description.
But what he's really doing is he's trying to get you to sign up so that he can put you on a mailing list so that he can market things to you. To my knowledge, I have no idea, but I would assume that if someone's getting picked every month to get this free $500 coaching session, that there would be some evidence of this, that Jala would be advertising this and saying, look, this person won the free consultation. I don't think anyone's won anything. I think what he's doing is he's trying to build a mailing list so that he can do like direct marketing to people, which is very dastardly and very untrustworthy, in my opinion. I don't think anyone's won anything. Can anyone come forward and say, yes, I was the winner of the raffle of the free consultation? I don't think that there is one. I think Jala just loves to lie to his audience because anyone that watches Jala religiously like this is a fucking moron. What? You know what I mean? So he probably thinks that his base is completely stupid.
Most of them do.
Like that's why he.
Most of them think their supporters are stupid. That's why they call them fans. You notice I don't never use the word fan. I don't believe in fans. I believe in supporters. I don't believe in fans. I have supporters, man, that I appreciate. These people want to manipulate their support system. Now let's get back to Umar Johnson, another scammer.
Okay. I don't have a problem with my sister Vicky Dillard. We just had a disagreement. She my sister. I love my sister. She's a brilliant woman, and I wish her the best on her podcast. I don't have any problem with Tiffany Dillard. As far as the FDMG ex-employee situation go, I don't want to get too much into that because I have my attorneys looking at that situation. I would just like to say that nobody who claims to be about truth and justice, nobody who claims to be about truth and justice will be fabricating information on YouTube for views and AdSense. See, the minute you try to monetize information, you're no longer loyal to the honest communication of the truth. See, you're not supposed to monetize the truth. You understand?
Jesus Christ. There they go. Is you serious, Umar? Yo, see, he can't be serious, yo. Is Umar Johnson not monetizing trying to monetize what he called the truth. No one-on-one consultations, seminars, buy my book. Like, what did I go, yo? I swear, y'all, ignorance. Nah, Charles, I didn't get beat up on camera. That was a play written. Ignorance, y'all. Ignorance is the core market. We have to find the most ignorant group of people and monetize off of them. Sell them a dream, sell them hope, sell them a book, sell them a seminar, sell them a course, sell them something. But it's nothing that really holds any value to you. It ain't like we're selling t-shirts and shirt. No, hell no. We selling shit that ain't gonna help you. You can't even wear it. You heard me? It ain't even gonna make you come out the house fresh. It's just some shit that's benefiting now. I can't believe you just said that. Yo, crazy motherfucker.
What happens is people get more interested in getting views
No,
and making money.
It depends on what you're talking about, Rick. That footage where they jumped on the stage and beat him up at the show, that was fake. The footage where he got punched in the barber chair, that was real.
And once they start getting interested in getting views and making money, they start distorting the facts.
Tell us itself.
I had an ADHD moment.
Look.
I had an ADHD moment.
Can't keep his eyes to himself, man. Freaky
I had an
ass.
ADHD moment in the airport. Let me stay focused.
It's a freaky ass nigga there, y'all.
The point I was making.
Look at him.
Stay focused.
He want in the live. That
It's always
nigga already say, fuck this live. A motherfucking black queen just walked past. Caramel brown sugar. Yeah, man, 5'5" thick in the thighs, y'all. You gotta understand. Fuck this shit I'm talking about. I'm trying to go talk to her about the same shit. Maybe I can, get her son to join my class. You know how you do. Use the kids to manipulate the women. Typical Umar Johnson stuff.
Politics first. Consciousness first. I was looking to see what was on the menu because I'm going to grab a bite to eat when I'm done this live. I'm going to grab a bite to eat when I'm done this live. I'm going to grab a bite to eat when I'm done this live. I love African women. I love African women. I love African women. So getting back to the point, if you're going to tell the truth, then tell the truth. Somebody sent me a video clip yesterday where this disgruntled former associate spoke on drug use and drug addiction. In the presence of my ancestors, in the presence of the Creator, in the presence of the divinities, Dr. Umar Johnson has never used drugs a day in my life. I had one blunt with my Rasta brothers in Jamaica. I had one blunt with my Rasta brothers in Jamaica. I had one blunt with my Bobo Shanti. Shout out to the Bobo Shantis. They're the first ones to bring me to Florida. December 10th, 2010, it was the Bobo Shanti Rastafari who first brought Dr. Umar to Fort Lauderdale. Shout out to the Bobo Shanti Rastafari of South Florida, who brought me to Jamaica, the Bobo Shanti. Shout out to all Rasta. Shout out to all Rasta, but me and Bobo have a special link. I smoked the blunt. I had to have that experience. It did nothing for me. We was trying to turn into Marcus Garvey, but it didn't work. I give tobacco, smoke, gin, and rum to my shrines from time to time. I give tobacco, smoke, gin, and rum to my shrines from time to time, but I have never used any drugs. That is my word, and my word is bond. So for this disgruntled ex-associate to imply on his YouTube that someone sent me that they asked him if I did drugs, and he said he's going to discuss that in the next live. Discuss what exactly?
Now we got to go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Maybe where's the golf cart? There it is. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Discuss what exactly? What exactly are you going to discuss involving me and controlled substances? I want to hear this one. Because see, you didn't win away from what you claim to be your original issue, and now you're feeding false narratives and slander campaigns against me. It will not be tolerated. See, now you become a hypocrite to your own cause. You become a hypocrite to your own cause. But I'm going to let that be. Because I'm an Ogun. I'm an Ogun, so I'm always at war. Ogun, the divinity of war. So if y'all wonder why I'm always got some conflicts, I'm built for this. I'm built for this. Thank you to my donors. Thank you to my donors.
Oh, yes? First time you ever said that?
$ FDMG School. Hit the cash app.
I knew it. I knew it was coming. He can't resist it, y'all. Yo said, thank you to my donors, but donate again. Don't forget, y'all, Umar Johnson said, if you're not a frequent donator, you are not a supporter. You might be a hater. I mean, if you donated once. You know what I mean? If you donated once, you're a hater, y'all. If you're not on a platinum plan supporting Umar Johnson, then you are not a supporter. And even if you are on a platinum plan, which is $1,000 a month, if you share or watch any videos of people like me, then you are not a supporter, and you will not be allowed in the grand opening of the Honorable Marcus Garvey Frederick Douglass Academy. You won't be allowed. And you got to donate at the door. Don't forget that. You have to donate at the door. It's going to be a donation box.
$ FDMG School. Hit the cash app. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal. P.O. Box 9634 Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634 Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634 Wilmington, Delaware. Put that check in the mail.
Oh,
Where
shit.
are the FDMG
You take checks,
Christmas gifts? We need our donation gifts, FDMG Christmas gifts. Y'all out there spending money with everybody. Where is the donations for black boys? Don't you be buying all them clothes and toys and hair and gifts, and you haven't gifted to FDMG. This is the holiday season. Where's your Kwanzaa gift to FDMG? We need a donation. Where's your Cash App gift to FDMG? We need a donation. Where's your PayPal gift to FDMG? We need a donation.
Told you, y'all. And I donate once.
It's the end of the year. It's time for the fast. I'm going to try to kick. I'm going to try not to have any Little Debbie cakes this fast. I'm going to go. I'm not going to promise. I don't want to be.
How we know, bro? How we know if that's how you really living? Like, I'm about sick of his ass. Yeah, this nigga crazy. Let me show y'all another fuck boy. Lemmy Plummer. He the biggest problem in the black community right now. Like, we need to band together and get rid of these people, man. Fucking Lemmy Plummer. The truth is, sleep to the truth is, man.
The truth is, many kids grow up idolizing their favorite artists, praying that one day they can get signed.
Oh, he don't even sound like he American. But anyway, let's see what he said. My man told me I need to watch this. You know, I've been on his heels probably before anybody. I've been talking about Lemmy Plummer and the fuckery that is Zeus Network for at least a year and a half now. At least a year and a half. He's over there manipulating women for sexual favors. He's pushing nonsense. Rhetoric, and fuckery into the community. And the issue, see, like I said with Lemmy, right? If he was from that lifestyle of violence, I wouldn't have no problem with. I would still have a problem with what he's doing, but I can at least respect it, or at least he's from that. Similar, like I said with the rappers, you know. I respect the rappers that's living it and talking it way more than I respect the rappers that's just talking it while other people is living it. You know, other people is living through the consequences that these rappers are talking. I don't respect those guys. For the rappers that's living and facing the consequences of their lyrics, I respect them much more. Even though they both detrimental, I'm just dealing with the respect level. Lemu Plumu is a fucking a preacher's son. Never had a fight growing up. Certified cornball. You heard me. Probably was a virgin until he was 20. So now he's doing this Zeus Network shit. He's having sex with damn near all the women. You know, the women that came out and spoke about it. But he pushing bullshit into the community. Like, yo, it's this probably Zeus Network is probably one of the worst things that happened to the black community since the motherfucking crack epidemic, man. For real. Like, all jokes aside.
Found out there's multiple lawsuits that literally settle behind our backs.
Big shit around us. The program how it's supposed to go. It's forcing us to do whatever, say whatever out of our mouth.
The whole show on Zeus was a humiliation ritual.
He's like the Black Harvey Weinstein. We don't talk about that.
The reality show baddies.
I don't know why you'll get away with this, y'all. I don't know how he's getting away with this, yo. We're allowing it. It should be way more content creators calling him out. Just like it should be way more content creators calling out Jim Jones for supporting gatekeeping in a sector of YouTube that he is a rookie to. I mean, Jim Jones is a rookie to blogging, podcasting. It's niggas like me that been doing this shit for 4 years. People like others that been doing this shit for 10 years. And you come in as a rookie on your rookie year talking about gatekeeping? Yo, that is fucking crazy, man.
2021 on Zeus Network. With unmatched levels of drama and UFC-style brawls, it wouldn't be long until the show became a hit. By its second season, it had become one of the most popular shows streaming on Zeus, with Season 2 clocking in over 52 million viewers and trending all over social media. It had proved to be a massive hit for the network. Although the show was successful and had millions of fans, it also had just as many critics. While most reality shows are normally considered trash TV, Zeus had redefined the term, taking all the negative qualities reality TV shows were known for and amplifying them to new degenerate levels. This built a lot of controversy around Zeus Network as it earned itself a reputation of being brain rot content aimed at the urban community. At the center of the controversy was the CEO of Zeus, Lemuel Lemmy Plummer, who was accused by critics of making shows that perpetuate harmful stereotypes of black people, particularly black women, painting them in an exaggerated negative light for the sake of drama. But not long after Lemmy began receiving criticism for his choice of programming, other more disturbing allegations against him began to emerge. This time it wasn't by critics, but by the very women who had worked on his shows. Lemmy was being accused of not only forcefully manufacturing the tension and drama seen on his shows, but also stealing money and using shady business tactics against his employees. But the worst allegation of them all was that he was using his role as CEO to allegedly have his way with the women who were on these shows. This has led to many people making comparisons between Lemmy and the infamous monster Harvey Weinstein. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. And his parents, Bishop Glenn Plummer and Dr. Ruth Pauline Plummer, owned and operated a number of religious TV stations and were significant figures in Christian media.
Look at his parents, yo. I don't even, as a pastor, how the fuck you even co-sign this shit? So he probably was a scam artist too. I'm sure he probably scammed too. He probably the one told him the game. He probably, you know, they say hope sell faster than dope, Ricky. Sweet my man Reed, man. Thompson, whatever his name is on the chat. But yeah, though, yo, like, he probably told him the game. Man, you gotta sell out, son. Sell these people out. They stupid. Yo, they think we're stupid, y'all. For real. Every move they make indicates that, yo, these people are slow. Monetize off of them. That's all they're good for. Consumers.
His father was involved in the creation of 3 national Christian television networks.
Yeah, definitely a scammer.
In this environment,
You're right, Ricky, my bad,
not
not problem.
the principles and the infrastructure of the
Definitely
television business. But unlike his parents, he wasn't going to use his skills to produce content to guide people to God, but instead, the complete opposite. He wanted to make it big. He wanted to make it in Hollywood. Lemmy got his start in Hollywood around 2007-2008, working as a production assistant on the TV series Extreme Makeover Home Edition. He used this opportunity to open a door into show business. Eventually, at the age of 22, he secured a first-look deal with BET Networks through his production company, Three Sons Productions. He produced and provided production services for popular series such as The Monique Show and The Family Cruise. He also created and executive produced the docuseries Vindicated for the network. Lemmy started to see success in Hollywood and decided he would create his own production company, forming L. Plummer Media in 2011. Through his company, he co-created and executive produced the hit show Preachers for the Oxygen Network. He also produced shows for other networks such as WeTV's Mary Mary and BET's The Shreds and The Westbrooks. He was also behind Music Moguls featuring Snoop Dogg for BET. Lemmy had established himself in show business, becoming a dependable producer for the Hollywood system. But after achieving what he wanted, he realized it wasn't enough. He no longer wanted to create programming for other TV networks. He wanted to create his own TV network. And this is when the idea of Zeus Network was born. In the 2010s, the way people were consuming television started to shift, with traditional cable losing the battle against streaming. Streaming sites like Netflix and Hulu became the primary way most people consume TV. Lemmy saw this and realized that instead of making TV shows for networks that were going to sell his TV shows to streaming sites, why not just make his own streaming site and release his shows through there? This way, instead of making a portion of the money the show produced, he can make all the money and keep it all for himself. He decided he would create what he called the Black Netflix for influencers. In Lemmy's mind, the plan was genius. He would use his knowledge of producing hit shows to make his own hit show that could only be seen on his network. He was determined to make this vision a reality, to create the Black Netflix for influencers. The only problem was that creating a streaming site isn't cheap. He was going to need a boatload of money. So in 2017, Lemmy started looking for some potential partners to help him fund his idea. This is when Lemmy met the Storm Power, a social media influencer, through a mutual friend in late 2017. Lemmy told the Storm about his idea of creating the Black Netflix, and the Storm wanted in. After this, the Storm then brought in King Batch, who recruited Amanda Cerny. These four became the co-founders of the Black Netflix, and they decided to name it after the Greek god Zeus. Zeus Network was born, and the team quickly began working on their programming. With the rise of social media influencers, Lemmy and the others went with the strategy of greenlighting people, not shows, leveraging the existing massive fan base of its social media star creators. They ended up developing 30 exclusive shows that were directly hosted by the social media influencers. Now that they had the content, they had to figure out pricing. It was eventually decided that the original price for a monthly subscription to Zeus Network on launch would be just $3.99 per month. They had everything ready to launch their Black Netflix, and Lemmy was confident this was going to be a massive success. On Friday, July 13, 2018, Lemmy held a launch party, finally launching Zeus Network to his 40,000 subscribers. This was the moment he was waiting for. He was going to change urban TV forever like Netflix once did. But like most of his reality TV shows, the launch ended in total disaster, nearly destroying the entire network on the first day of launch. See, before the launch, Zeus was told by the developers creating the streaming app that the app wasn't going to be ready for launch day. But Lemmy and the others were set on that launch day and decided to go ahead with the release of the app even though the developers warned it wasn't ready. This led to severe issues with the app on day one. The main issues were the search feature on the app not working and the names of shows being misspelled, alongside other technical issues. All of this made the app difficult to operate. But as bad as it was, that was the least of their problems. The real serious problem was the subscription glitch. When they launched the app because it wasn't ready, the app glitched and allowed all 40,000 users to subscribe completely for free, meaning they lost about $160,000 on day one. They were forced to cancel everyone's subscription and hope that after they watched for a whole day for free, they would resubscribe and pay for it. The launch went horribly, but Lemmy did not give up, and he continued to work on establishing his network. In 2019, Lemmy saw his first dose of success with Zeus. He gave a show to Black China and called it The Real Black China, which was released in 2019. The show was a moderate success and succeeded in attracting more subscribers. In 2020, he continued his releases with Jocelyn's Cabaret and One More Chance, both pulling in thousands of subscribers for the network. While things were going great, Lemmy knew he was still missing something: a flagship show. A show that was going to put Zeus Network on the map. He needed something that was going to have tons of drama,
that's what happened,
fighting,
Mo?
romance, and more fighting. Around this time, the
I got a
reality
October show
star
before
Natalie Nunn, who
on
was on Bad
Instagram.
Girls Club, wanted to do a Bad Girls Club reunion show and was planning on making it an OF exclusive. This, for many reasons, didn't work out. And in December 2020, Natalie and 5 other former Bad Girl Club participants appeared on an episode of the Zeus Network show, The Conversation, to air out their issues regarding the failed reunion. Because of how many fans the Bad Girls Club had, this episode of The Conversation exploded in views. High engagement and drama from the episode demonstrated a strong audience interest in seeing the bad girls back together. Following the episode's success, Lemmy had found this hit TV show, and the Zeus Network announced that a new series named Baddies was in production. The first season of Baddies ATL, which reunited 8 former Bad Girl Club cast members in a mansion in Atlanta, premiered on Zeus Network on May 16, 2021. It was like the Bad Girls Club on steroids. More drama, more scandals, and way more fighting. Since Baddie wasn't airing on traditional TV, Lemmy and Natalie, who were the executive producers, were allowed to show whatever they wanted. They did just that, showing anything and everything, going way too far in many instances. Due to social media hype, the show was an immediate success. Fans just couldn't get enough of the non-stop drama. After season 1 wrapped, they dropped Baddies Soft season 2, and it was a massive success. Season 2 went on to accumulate over 52 million views, and this led...
Zeus Network is horrible, man. Like, they would never allow this to be predicated on any other race. They would never allow another race to be targeted by this level of trash, y'all. No other race.
To millions of subscribers, bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars for Zeus Network. Baddies had become Zeus Network's biggest show and its first hit. Lemmy had done it. He had created his own successful network, but all the success didn't come without controversy, something Baddies couldn't stop attracting. The primary issue many people had with Baddies was that it portrayed black women in a negative stereotypical way and focused heavily on excessive, often instigated physical violence amongst the cast members. The show has faced significant criticism and allegations from former cast members that producers deliberately instigated fights and disregarded cast safety. Even though Lemmy had created a hit show, he was now being accused of exploiting black women for ratings and profit. These issues quickly led to people calling for the show's cancellation, but Lemmy had other plans. He was going to shape his entire network after Baddies. Several spin-offs and shows just like it. Lemmy greenlit more shows that followed Baddies' formula, giving a show to rapper Blueface and his girlfriend Krishan Rock that chronicled their toxic relationship. During the show, the couple would routinely get into heated toxic fights that would end in Krishan getting arrested. In one viral episode, she even hit Blueface with a Hennessy bottle over the head and then proceeded to vacuum out the glass pieces from his head. This show...
Wow. I remember that. Yo, and it's heavily promoted. They putting so much marketing dollars behind this, man. Yo, when Blueface came home, he was I unfollowed like at least 10 Instagram pages because of the fuckery. I can't go through that again. And it's still, you still can't avoid it. You had to delete the whole app to stay away from Blueface and Krishan.
Another massive success, and only incentivized Lemmy to produce more and more shows like it. Lemmy didn't seem to care that people were accusing him of exploiting black women. He also didn't care that he was now on the complete opposite side of where he started with his parents. He grew up watching his family push the word of God on TV, but he ended up pushing the devil's entertainment instead. The more TV shows he released, the more his reputation soured, and eventually, he wasn't just receiving backlash for his shows, but for his disturbing and inappropriate behavior. Around 2023 and 2024, Lemmy started getting accused of all types of disturbing misconduct from the cast members of his shows. He was being accused of mixing work with pleasure, with many accusations being made, accusing him of using his power as a CEO to force baddie cast members to hook up with him. Those who agreed received favoritism, while those who disagreed were punished. It all started with a woman named Christina Rome, a former baddie star. Rome accused Lemmy of assaulting her and claimed he had other potential victims.
Going around about the network and the things that I don't want to just blast. I want to blast, because when you don't blast it, things are happening to girls like me and everywhere else, everywhere. So I heard that you were like being low key, like controlled, manipulated by not so Greek and right. I don't want to. So, like I played, if you got one of your own executives to your network saying to someone. I felt that leaving. That's a problem. While you guys are getting drunk and having fun and just wanting to have a show, there's a person that's doing the harder work. And that person was me. And I finally feel the courage to speak about it because I was put into some situations that I didn't want to be in. I don't think no woman, no girl should be put in those positions. And I was put in them.
Do you feel like you're manipulated? Do you feel like you're controlled?
He kept everyone away from me in order to control me so that I couldn't hear anything from you. I can't hear anything from any executives. I can't hear anything from anyone. I can only hear what he's telling me. Your executive... Your executive should be talking.
Not long after Christina, a woman named Charisse Mills, who was on One More Chance, accused Plummer of expecting employees to engage in intimate acts with him to remain on air. She also claimed that she had slept with Lemmy and suggested that his wife knew he was sleeping around but was afraid of leaving him, even claiming that he would sleep with women with his wife being in the same bed, going as far as to compare him to a Black Harvey Weinstein in an interview.
Lemmy.
Heck no.
Why not?
Oh, yeah, wait, hold on.
I don't with that nigga.
Why not?
Wait.
He's like the Black Harvey Weinstein. We gonna talk about that.
We might as well bring that up too.
Wait. Let me ask my partner. Which man?
Look at him.
Does great business.
Look at him.
Listen.
Lemmy, that's my partner. Your bitch ass. Another sellout. I'm sick of these niggas, man. Every single one of them.
He does great business, but he also does shady business, okay? Promises people things in exchange for certain things.
Weinstein is a high bar.
Wait, hold on, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't comparing.
I'm just saying that's a lot.
Yeah.
Wait. Really?
Yeah.
The
I'm sorry. I'm a boss. You can't
promises you. He tells you, "I'll pay you this," and then it depends on the situation.
Absolutely.
He might give you a bonus.
Absolutely. Everybody. I'm gonna tell you, everybody. I know a lot of things.
What you talking about?
I know a lot of things.
So why would you shoot Zeus down like that? It's a successful black man's platform.
It is a success.
Get the fuck out of here, yo. A successful black man's platform. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Yo, these guys are out of control, man. Yo, at least Lemmy ain't us. He ain't one of us, man. I don't give a fuck how black he is. He could be black as motherfucking tar. He ain't one of us. He's selling out. Yo, once you choose sides, you supposed to stay over there, yo. And you can't then come back and say he's one of the most successful. Nah, nigga, you's a sellout, bitch. You chose the other side. Yeah, they all fake. You chose the other side, nigga. Give a fuck how successful you is. It's a bitch.
That's for black man's platform, but you shouldn't use your platform to open up other platforms. It don't go so.
What's other platform? What is she trying to say? Wait. Let me marry.
I'm married now. Listen, my husband know everything. And there is nothing that was in the dark that he don't know about.
Wait, so you were on a show on Zeus before?
Absolutely, yeah.
What show?
One More Chance.
Oh, the chance to the chance guy.
What was? Oh, it's like a dating show with some guy named Chance.
It was a dating show. Okay. Yeah.
Wait. So you saying he approached you inappropriately?
Absolutely.
Man, you already know, yo.
Absolutely. I went to go have a business meeting, and our business meeting ended up, he's like, can you meet me at my house instead of the office?
Look, sneaky motherfucker.
Well, he might have just wanted to meet you at the house.
No, sweetie.
And look, whack playing stupid.
Off that?
No, sweetie. No, definitely not just off
late.
Not just off that.
His wife was going to be home.
Listen, the wife was involved too.
Involved with what?
We'll talk about that later.
She fake too.
You have to cut.
Yo, if you participate in the play, yo, then you ain't no different than the motherfucking orchestrator, the instructor. Yo, if you participate in the play, you ain't no difference. Yo, Lemmy been flawed for a long ass time, man. I don't think you gotta do business with him to see that. You know, maybe some people do. Yo, but you can just tell by what he participates in. Like I said, he's not of that ilk of fighting. Chaos. He didn't grow up like that. So why is that what you want to display to the world? Obviously, you don't even hold these same values and principles. You ain't on that. But since it makes money, you willing to participate in it. Just sole purpose. It makes money. And he gets some sexual gratification, some sexual favors out of it. But you wasn't raised like that, bro. You was raised in a 2-parent household. Father was a pastor. Probably never had a bad day. But this is what you did. But instead of showing that part of the world or other community that you was raised in, you rather show the worst. You rather show ignorance. You don't get no respect from me. Man, hell no.
The check for
No,
this
we might
be
be
clear.
Am I wrong if I didn't mention that Stunner Girl said something quite similar when she was here just the other day?
Yeah, she ain't lying.
I gotta acknowledge the consistency.
Other girls called him out.
He ain't lying.
I don't know.
Nah, but then again, wait.
You just got one
You're
pregnant.
saying y'all had a situationship.
It was a situation.
And you're saying his wife was involved.
It was a situation.
I don't see him doing anything wrong. Because if all parties
It was
are...
a situation. No. Yeah. Because let me tell you something.
How's he doing something wrong?
I'd rather do something with somebody that's gonna give me an opportunity than not. But I would have rather not have to. Let's just say that.
See, you can't do that.
Yes, I can.
Because if you could have just said no.
This bit, and then I would not have the opportunity. Listen, this business is very dirty.
Did he tell you that? Did he
Absolutely.
say? He said,
Absolutely.
if you don't do this...
It happened. It happened.
After these allegations, things only got worse, with the next person to call out Lemmy being his own business partner, the Storm Power. According to the Storm Power, who was a co-founder of Zeus, his former assistant told him that Plumber SA'd her at some point, causing a fallout between the two.
Oh, I see Lemmy Plumber, or Lemon Pepper as y'all call him, is up on X spewing lies. But let me tell you something. Never trust tweets, only trust receipts. I'm about to break down for you the entire situation when it comes to Zeus ownership. I get a call from a good friend of mine, Lamar Morris. Congrats on your Emmy, by the way, my brother. Lamar tells me that he has a colleague named Lemmy Plummer who wants to meet with me about starting a social network. His pitch was he wanted to start a black Netflix for influencers and call it the Social Network, which was already a Facebook movie, by the way. He offered me a good amount of equity in the company and said he was going to look out for Lamar for connecting us. He never looked out for Lamar. Now, at a successful company like Zeus, you do something called partner payouts. Lemmy pays himself, but never pays his partners. To be totally transparent, we had a falling out because a good friend of ours, who is now a successful Latin artist and used to be Lemmy's assistant, told us that he assaulted her. Till this day, myself, Batch, and Amanda, we receive K1 tax documents stating that we make millions of dollars from the Zeus Network as partners. So we're paying taxes on money that we never received. So while Lemmy Plummer walks through Paris with 5 security guards and designer clothes and purchases, let me just read this, new home, RVs, trucks, cars, jewelry, and he's giving out bags to everybody who walks through Zeus's door, the partners who initially kept the lights on and made Zeus what it is today received nothing. Don't let the internet and Lemon Pepper fool you. We put them on. This guy's a fraud. I had a call a few years back with Lemmy and Jason Tolbert, who also works there and is too cowardly to say something because he was on the phone call. And Lemmy is like, you guys losers, I'm going to drag this case until you all broke. Zeus is worth $1 billion. You can't beat the machine. You'll never beat Zeus. He's been dragging it. We spent over $1 million on lawyers already. Oh, they're not even part of the company. We have to sit up there and prove that he's on some bullshit.
This is one of the guys that he started with. Said he was supposed to be the black Netflix. Lied to these niggas. Pushed them out and turned that shit into the black fucking exploitation zone. You hear me? Black excellence. How I say black excellence? Zeus Network is black exploitation, man.
Spend 3 months and a couple $100,000 just to prove that he's telling a lie. We've been literally fighting this dude in court for 2 years, y'all. I found out that Zeus has multiple lawsuits that Lemmy done settled behind our backs. And when you hear all these women on TikTok or you hear Ray J going off, while Lemmy flies on his private jets and throws out money to crowds off of a career full of lies, keep in mind that if he can do this to his partners, imagine what he would do to someone who is not.
In 2024, there were more public inappropriate accusations against Plummer from other former Baddie cast members. This time, it was Baddie's cast member Stunner Girl, and she made very similar accusations as the other girls. She alleged that Plummer was sleeping with cast members of Baddie's and expected employees to sleep with him to remain on air. She alleged that if they refused his advances, they would be given less screen time or kicked off the show entirely.
Dang.
Stunner Girl supported her claims with alleged screenshots of text messages in which...
And they indicted Diddy. That's why y'all would I never supported that Diddy indictment. You indict Diddy, but you got this nigga moving way outside the lines. Way outside the lines, man. Literally preying on black women. Shit crazy.
The fellow cast member Scotty seemingly admitted to sleeping with Lemmy. But when Lemmy was asked about these claims, he denied all of Stunner Girl's allegations, calling them completely delusional and suggesting she was making things up for attention. In February 2024, Julia Karski, another former Baddies cast member, created a public petition to cancel the Baddies franchise. In the petition, She claimed that multiple former cast members had accused Plummer and executive producer Natalie Nunn of trafficking, SA, physical assault, coercion, intimidation, theft, pandering, and financial abuse. It seemed like many girls a part of the Baddies cast had the
There's
same
no
story.
way, yo. If a white person was doing, if somebody was doing this to white women, yo, ain't no way it wouldn't have been no Rico, bro. You heard them allegations? They say Diddy was sex trafficking because he was sending sex workers from state to state. This motherfucker's going state to state, doing way worse. Way worse. And he's getting away with it. Federal government doesn't seem to pay attention to anything that's going on. But let this would have been a show that preyed on another group of people, another class of people. Man, they'd have been came down on it. Like a motherfucking boulder, you heard me?
Another former Baddies cast member created a public petition to cancel the Baddies franchise. In the petition, she claimed that multiple former cast members had accused Plummer and executive producer Natalie Nunn of trafficking, SA, physical assault, coercion, intimidation, theft, pandering, and financial abuse. It seemed like many girls a part of the Baddies cast had the same story, and Lemmy was taking advantage of them in order to give them an opportunity. Lemmy wasn't only getting exposed for his inappropriate behavior with his employees either, but he was also getting exposed for the disturbing content he was putting out. Back in October 2025, Krishan Rock publicly accused the Zeus Network and its producers of staging fights, paying people to stay quiet, and running a demonic network, confirming the accusations of a toxic and harmful environment at the network under Lemmy's leadership. Krishan, while on live, claimed she was never returning to Zeus and called out their negative programming, calling it humiliating.
Like the demonic around us, the program how it's supposed to go is forcing us to do whatever, say whatever out of our mouth. We don't eat on time. They make sure we're hungry, angry, and y'all go about this country. Y'all can sue me. Y'all can delete my Instagram. I don't care. I don't care. I'm like the life forgive me, bro. Oh God, bro. I don't really like how like fame and people in the industry. It's like you have to humiliate yourself to be somebody.
He just paid her to shut up. She just took
And I
payment
know
to be
myself. I
quiet.
wanted to walk away from a check and just say, everybody's program. Everybody don't like that show, bro. I don't care what nobody's saying. I'm going home for real. Worth it. Tearing my sister apart. And I love Winnie to death like a brother.
They try to get her to fight her sister on camera, yo. Just think about that, yo. What type of person would do that? To get you to fight your fucking sibling on camera for views, for content purposes. Like, even come at somebody with that proposition is crazy.
He the way he loved Blue and us and all that. Cool, bro. It was like a little Zeus family or whatever. Had a little place in their heart. They always accommodate what I needed. Like, they go extra strengths, lengths, just to have me sitting here puzzled and disappointed in how they program, bro. It's demonic.
But after saying all this, she later went on to backtrack and recently announced she would be returning to Zeus Network. Another former employee of Lemmy who called them out was Aaron the Plumber. Aaron the Plumber had similar allegations as Krishan Rock, accusing Lemmy of running a demonic network, even stating that he tried to make him do humiliation rituals and called them out for choosing the name Zeus Network for his company.
The whole show on Zeus was a humiliation ritual. It was a humiliation ritual. Zeus is in love with Greek mythology. Greek mythology is demonic in a real way. But I didn't set up, bruh. What piqued my interest, right? Zeus Network changed my name from Pied Piper to Pipe. No, from Pipe Piper, right? They said Pipe.
Yeah, Pipe Piper.
Because you know I'm a licensed plumber.
Yeah.
They changed it to Pied Piper, right? So that sparked my interest. I said, what the Pied Piper?
Yeah.
Why to follow me that? Right, so I Googled Pied Piper. The Pied Piper is Greek mythology. The guy that led 130 children to their death.
Yeah,
And
I've
only
seen
3
that.
survived. One was dumb, one was deaf, one was blind. You feel me? And one survived because they went to go get their coat. You feel me? When the Pied Piper was leaving, and they came back and the Pied Piper was gone. So 4 children survived. Out of 130, so I'm thinking like, why would these people? And after I started investigating the Greek mythology,
I noticed that all the contestants on the Zeus Network show had Greek mythology names that trace back to Greek mythology. It's demonic. It was a satanic ritual. You know what I'm saying? When she slapped me, it's called the slap of admittment, right? In a real way. She slapped me. She was marking me for death, bruh. And I don't give a fuck to say it on camera, bruh. They was finna sacrifice me. I'm honest. They was finna sacrifice me. But when Erica Mena slapped me, I got up out of there. I called the police on her. I filed a police report on her ass and up they satanic ritual. You know, satanic ritual. You know what I'm saying? Get on TikTokery and look at all the people that's exposing Zeus for the demonic entities that they worship. But that's key. Millennial plumber, you're a weird ass. You know what I'm saying? Because who the fuck is into some, I don't know, but one black man that's into some Greek mythology. How is you allowing demonic entities on your program? Bro, nah, bro, I ain't going for that.
Now, on top of all of these allegations, Lemmy was also being sued by his fellow business partners. The original co-founders of Zeus Network, King Batch, Amanda Cerny, and D-Storm Power, launched a major legal battle against Plummer. They accused him of scamming them out of their shares of the profit and kicking him out of the business entirely. Now, it wasn't just his employees calling him out, it was his own business partners.
He kicked them out, yo, because this wasn't their dream. This wasn't the plan. So in order for him to sell out and execute the plan, because the plan was a black Netflix, he had to remove these guys because they wasn't going to be on board.
While Lemmy succeeded in creating his own network, it came at a dark cost. He created shows that exploited black women depicting negative stereotypes. The content he pushed became full-on brain rot garbage consumed by the urban community. What's truly disturbing is that he sought out to make the black version of Netflix, meaning he believed that all this trash TV is what they wanted to see. Instead of producing quality shows with substance, he created degenerate propaganda, selling out his own people in the process. He also allegedly scammed his partners and robbed them of millions. But worst of all, he used all that power that he acquired to take advantage of the women on his shows. He let all that power get to his head, and now he's being exposed for it. So not only did he sell out his people, he sold his soul. Coming from a family so heavily involved in the church, you would...
Oh, shit. See, but the problem is, what he don't understand is, these motherfuckers selling out too. That's why who taught him the game. Selling out. Keep telling y'all, yo, black sellouts. Yo, people gotta understand that. People keep running about Adam and Vlad and 1090 Jake. Nah, yo, it's these guys. These guys are a bigger issue, man.
Wrong. But sadly, he chose wrong every single time, becoming the devil behind Zeus Network. Zeus Network is by far the worst kind of programming you can consume, pushing nothing but degenerate garbage to dumb down the urban community. While most of reality TV is garbage with endless fake orchestrated fights and non-stop scandalous drama, Baddie is by far the worst thing any human can watch. Shows like this are literally destroying our society. So many young girls watch this and are then influenced by it. When they watch Baddie, they see these women that they might look up to acting like wild animals. Then they believe this is how they need to act themselves, which truly
and they don't even understand that it's not real. He getting them drunk. He's promoting fighting. But the average viewer doesn't know that. They think it's real. They think it's okay to be like this. But the whole time, this shit is promoted. This shit is orchestrated.
Is that Lemmy knew the evil he was doing, but he wanted the world and was willing to do anything for it, creating one of the most toxic, deplorable TV shows that were ever created. Wow. I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching.
Man, that was a hell of a video. You know, I've been explaining that shit for so long about this dude, man. I don't know how he getting away with it. Man, I've been telling, I knew this shit was fake since Atlanta Housewives. My baby mother used to watch that shit. I'm like, man, this shit not real, man. This shit's scripted. Shit's scripted. And it's like, dang, why would you script something so dangerous? You know, why would you do that? I just don't understand these guys. I don't understand them at all, man. I can't sell out my own people, man. Like, I just can't do it. I don't give a fuck what the dollar amount is. Can't do it. Can't do it. It ain't worth it to me. It ain't worth it to me, man. See the fuck Honeycomb Brazy talking about.
Man, when you came home,
that like button, y'all.
Like, I mean, we've seen a lot of people come home in the last 6 months. I mean, Thug been home a year.
You're right, y'all. It's not about it being scripted. It's the fact that they call it reality TV. Like, yo, wrestling is scripted. You know, and that's the thing I be always saying, yo. Let people know it's fake. People will still watch it, man. Yo, but to present it as real, in real life circumstances, and these are people real feelings, real emotions. This is people in their truest form. Yo, that's wrong to me, man. That's wrong to me, man. I don't think you got to do that. I don't think you should have to do that in order to monetize. Yo, people will watch it if they know it's fake. People will watch it if they know it's scripted. You'll still get support. But it's given, as long as people know that, they realize, though, this is just entertainment. It's not real. I can't go outside my house and react this way and get rich. You know, because that's the perception. You can act like this and you can still elevate. That's the game that's the game that they sell in the black community. Not just through Zeus Network, Ray J doing it, Jim Jones, all the sellouts are doing it. They're selling you this lie that you can be like this in public, in the real world, and you can excel in life. But that's not reality, man. And the reality of what these people are doing, look at Krishan Rock, she crying every day. Bank account growing, morale coming down. Bank account growing, image coming down. That's what they doing, man. But everybody is sold out to this idea of all publicity is good publicity, whether it's right or wrong. I told y'all we just watched Jim Jones say, yo, how do you feel about, he was talking to Joe Buttons. He said, yo, what you think about selling chaos? Joe Buttons said, yo, the world is chaotic. You know what I mean? He asked about gatekeeping. He said gatekeeping is needed. These are black people saying gatekeeping is needed. But the crazy thing about it and what makes it wrong is they're not the ones at the gate. You understand? They ain't at the gate. They just protecting it. They're not the ones letting people in. So why are you protecting the gate and not trying to let people in to a spot where we ain't even the motherfucking focal point. We ain't even the one pulling the strings. So you a puppet. These guys are puppets on a string. Somebody else is pulling your strings. You the face of it, but they the ones getting paid. But you the face of leaving other people that look like you out of it. Yo, that is crazy to me, man. That's crazy to me, man. That's why you got all these rapper podcasts that's coming up.
He took
I'm
forever
sure
to
they
come out
do.
with He took forever to come out with
Sure they got stocks and power presence.
He say, I ain't on the bullshit, though. Bitch, you on all the bullshit.
Yeah, Lisa. He doing it. Yeah, Lisa. They creating storylines. They running rumors. You mix rumors with alcohol, with clout, and money, you can get fights. So what they're doing is, Lisa, they creating a toxic environment. You creating an environment where, in order to get to the next step, you might gotta step on this person, which means you might gotta fight this person in order to get more popularity, more notoriety. So even if they not, even though I think they are, even if they not saying, look, you're gonna fight this person today, you're gonna fight this person today. What they're doing is they're giving them alcohol. They're spreading rumors. Yeah, this girl said you was this. Oh, what, for real? And they already got this mentality of, I gotta fight and win in order to get seen. So it's not really hard to create that. It's not really hard to create a situation where they fighting to get on. The more you fight, the more time space you get. What they call it? The more video time you get.
I mean, you know, no. I'm just speaking of all the artists like
going up in a minute. He better bring all these
from you know from Lucci. I'm just speaking on the difference. Like Pooh Shiesty's home. A lot of people are home.
A lot of motherfuckers.
But when you came home, you came out swinging.
Yeah.
Like 8, 7. I can't even keep up. You know what I'm saying? Like we tried to post every release, but we couldn't even keep up. But it's what makes that hunger?
Cause like, all right,
Yeah,
one
it's
thing
great
about
time.
it, when you come home for real, so when you come home from that doing that bid, you gotta be silent. If you keep it silent, you gonna have the energy. See, niggas know they got locked up and did wrong, they ain't got the fucking energy no more. You know you a rat. You know what you did. Ain't nothing to talk about no more. So it's like, I got the energy still. I'm a real nigga. I kept it silent. I got a lot of shit to talk about. I want to talk about how real I'm is. So them niggas can't talk. They through the internet to my y'all rats. So I fake y'all live. So y'all ain't got the energy I got. Out of all them niggas came home, everybody had some of their name. Besides me and probably YB and some more, a couple more. But everybody has some of their name. Even if it's a lie. They say, oh, he told who, he got raped, he got this. I'm like, damn. Man, listen, ain't nothing on my name. Ain't nothing on Brazy's name. Them niggas still won't live in the door. They still won't be like, let this bitch in the door. He done solid nigga. This little man, bro. He all the way real. Nigga gotta fuck a nigga in the ass or something, man, to get in this shit, man. You gotta like do some weird shit. And I'm cool on him, bro. I'm straight. I ain't never had shit anyway. I'm alright. I've been a cut on the prizes. I swear. You see what Bo doing? We ain't never had that. We come
That's
from
why I fuck with Honeycomb Brazy, y'all. Yo, sometimes, man, you gotta be willing to sacrifice, yo. It ain't that deep, yo. It ain't that deep, man. yeah, that is a pause moment, but I see what he's saying. Like, it ain't that deep, yo. Like, these people want you to fucking sell your soul. Like, literally. Which means sell your morals, your principles, your honor, your dignity, your integrity, your respect, your loyalty. That's what makes up your soul, man. They want you to sell all of that in order to get rich. And everybody ain't willing to do it. It's just sad that it's so many. It seems like there's more people. And I don't know if this is true, but this is what it seems like based off the, you know, how it looks. It seems like there's more people willing to sell than to say, yo, fuck that shit. I get it the hard way.
We don't give a fuck about the shit these rappers care about. We straight with a normal life. Like, niggas driving 18 with a truck, got 18 with a truck coming, they're rich to us. Like, you got an 18 with a truck coming and you got 10 trucks on, you rich as hell to us.
Yeah.
Boy, you that nigga in my
You
pride.
rich in real life.
Boy, yeah,
Not
making
even
it
just us.
anything,
You
you
make
that
a lot of
nigga.
money with
You can make it,
10
bitch,
trucks.
you eat hot dogs. You eat more hot dogs than nigga, you that. Anything you can do in my pride, you that, bro. It's a competition where we spit for it. What up? You bet. Nigga bet on anything in my prize. We bet on commercials. It's a corner in that commercial for $10 right now. Well, bet ain't no corner. I bet it's like food on that bid for $10. We bet on food commercial. I bet it's gonna be some kind of food on that commercial. Nigga might be on that bitch. Number the car on that bitch. That food, that commercial might be a McDonald's commercial. You like, damn, I'm gonna have that. Like we bet on anything. We really from that trenches, bro. Telling you like we want it all. So this we bet on a commercial. That's how bad I want this shit. Nigga, if I had bet on the fucking commercial, you don't think I want this shit, boy? I'm betting on the commercial. The TV finna, I don't know what's finna come on that bitch. I'm betting on commercial that it's a hamburger on that bitch for $10. I tell these niggas some more, they look at me like I'm crazy. Oh, you well, man, what the fuck? How get the $10 go buy your hamburger? You tripping? They gonna tell you up here. But Alabama, we want that $10. If it ain't different, we want every penny. We don't see what you niggas see. Like we different. Like we want that. We want that. We eat out the same bowl. We eat post cereal. We eat the same milk, bro. Them niggas use the part they milk. We use the same milk. My cousin, hey, tell them Django. On blood. When Django hit the bowl, I don't pull that milk out. Grandma get on your ass. Yeah. Man, real talk, we came out like that, bro. I don't know what these niggas feel.
So I guess, I mean, we seen you with Birdman. You still are kind of like mob ties, so people are questioning.
I ain't mob tied, period, though.
So that's what I'm saying. People want to know, like, what is?
I don't rap a lot. I don't rap a lot.
Rap a lot.
I rap a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because before you went in, it was kind of shaky.
I fought the whole man. I got love for him. That bitch solid, bro. But I fought with Bird. Bird, man,
that's all I'm
real
saying.
nigga, though.
Yeah.
That bitch kept it so. He kept it real to anybody in my life. You see what I'm saying? And he ain't even have to. I ain't signed no paperwork with this man. I ain't no nothing with this man. This man just fought me because I'm real. Like, bitch, you brazy. That man wrote a whole bid. That man, visitation, all that shit. See what I'm saying? I ain't signed none with this nigga, so it be shit like that. Make me look like, y'all really fuck with me? You know what I'm saying? It'll wake you up like, bro, do y'all fuck with me? Like, how the fuck Birdman can't wave from goddamn across the country to the halfway house in the front door? Oh, my grandma, Bird came to the halfway house in the front door.
See, but that don't mean he fuck with you, bro. See, they preying on ignorance. You a gold mine, my nigga. Niggas notice that. So yeah, you gotta keep in consideration that yeah, Birdman did that, but you still have to question his motives. Now I don't know his relationship with Birdman. I'm just saying in any normal situation, when you got something like this going on, you got to question the motherfucking motive, man. That don't mean they fuck with you 100% of the time. Maybe 50. Yeah, man. The other 50 niggas just try to manipulate and use. Like how Max B, like how Jim Jones did Max B. Bail the man out and try to lock him into bail him out on a $1.5 million bail and try to get 10 albums off that boy, man. You feel me? No, that ain't a friend, man.
I'm in this bitch, where my little nigga at? No visitation pass or nothing. Oh, that shit, this bitch down. I'm like, you know, I be like, damn, a nigga city, so he be fucking with me, like, but I don't know a nigga fuck with me, so he be like, I'm in Houston, though, bitch, I'm out here. You know, nigga told me to come up here, everything 100, like, bitch, I don't come, we gonna get right, we gonna go ahead and, I would never come. You see what I'm saying? If I ain't know I ain't welcome, well, I'm finna come, so I ain't welcome there. I'm that nigga in my city, I'm that nigga in my state. However them niggas feel like they run my shit. Like, you feel like you can't come down that way, however nigga feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm Brazy from Alabama, nigga. You think I give a fuck about, nigga, I go straight to Alabama, nigga, and be straight for life. How that nigga said New York, when Rico said he tell everybody DC, go to New York, be the man, I ain't on that type time. But I can go to Alabama and be where the fuck I want to be, bro, because I pit on for my state. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's why I do it, because I know the whole world will turn it back on you.
Is that true that you introduced Finesse 2 times to?
Hell yeah, and they get $1.
While he was in,
on my
wait, he was doing his bid and you was out.
He was doing time.
He was telling you to introduce you to Jay Prince?
Yeah, he really was scared. He thought the folks gonna kill him for real. That bitch was so scared.
Wait, who was scared?
That bitch Finesse, that bitch ain't know what was gonna happen when that bitch got out. That bitch ain't know, that bitch was just trying to save it, like, but I respect that too though, cause you like, it's a lot of niggas with money, you feel like they want you out the way. You looking at bad them and got them, they popping it. You like, bitch, you got smooth bad, you looking at, there's a lot of new rappers. 5 years later, they gonna be 30 more rappers, you know what I'm saying? You looking like, bitch, I don't know what's going on, got the one getting knocked out. I need to link with this bitch Brazy. Flow with the old man, because the old man got that power, so I'm trying to link with them like that, so you really just use me. It really, I was a pun the whole time. I wasn't even the bishop, I wasn't the rook or nothing, but I was a pun the whole time.
But why do you feel like that? Because it's out there, the narrative's created that he didn't shout you out once he signed to them, so you felt some type of way because you didn't get the credit for it.
I felt some type of way about everything, because I'm a real nigga, so it's like, if I send you money, you locked up, bitch, I get locked up, you send me money. It's just plain, it ain't nothing, it ain't no way to keep it real or fake. It's just, nigga, I hold you down, you locked up, bitch, I get locked up, hold me down, bitch. It's just that something. Nigga ain't send me $1. So it like, and I pitch you in the door with these folks. You guys just sign whatever I did. What you say you been popping for you popping, but you don't understand. You left the street 5, 6 years, you ain't popping no more. Then what they don't understand, you don't understand, you gotta restart all this shit. No matter who you gotta restart. You got a 5, 6 years, they gotta let them know you still got it in you. Nigga wanna see, but what you finna drop now? You might fell out. Like, you ain't the same nigga 6 years later, so don't act like I'm the same nigga, I'm there, I'm him. You still somebody, the same shit you were talking about before you left.
So you feel like people counted you out, they thought you was going to be gone for longer than what you was.
Bruh, that's all it was.
So you felt like he
they thought, like, fuck that nigga, he gone. So now when I'm finna get back out, you know Finesse hit me up 100 times like, hey, bitch, Finesse sent me money this time.
Yeah.
He sent me money this time. When I got out this time, like, he did all that shit on the internet, and like, he had I got locked up, man, still turned around and sent niggas some money.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, nigga still got a heart. I don't give a fuck what a nigga do 1 day, 2 days. Everybody got a heart. You can be a bitch ass nigga a year straight. He might turn around 2 days and be a real nigga. He might go back to being a bitch ass nigga again. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck. Just do real about me right now. Then you can be a bitch ass nigga the rest of your life. I don't, like.
I gotta be some real shit though, dang. I ain't gonna hold you, nigga. Like, when I came home, like, you know, nigga said this, said that. I can say this out my own motherfucking mouth, nigga. I had 2 shows in Carolina, nigga. He had just so happened to have a show in Carolina too. Pull up to me. Woo, I had the next one was in Raleigh, like 6 7 hours.
Bitch, I'ma ride with you. Woo, do this whole gang on this dry road. Woo, went to the show with me. Put it in the camera. People try to get him before they fuck with me.
Yeah.
All right, bitch, I'm gonna do this. That's it.
It's
So I can't say, like, bro, this or that, because I ain't gonna lie. What two things I know about this hoe? I done had a conversation with this hoe.
Yeah.
That hoe, he looking at everybody like, right now, that hoe going through something. This ain't got nothing to do with you, guys. That's what it's on my kids.
Yeah.
Put it on my kids, man. This ain't got nothing to do with it. Bro going through the whole, bro going against the whole world right now.
Yeah.
She going, he having a self-internal thing. This big calm in Vince, gang. Like, you feel me? This shit ain't got nothing to do with you. He going against the whole world. He going against himself right now.
Yeah, I can
He
feel
gotta
that though.
beat that shit, gang.
I can feel that.
It's the real shit, but at the end of the day, like, shit. Like, you gotta hold the niggas to their standards, too. Bitch, if I pack fell with you, pack fell with me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get in the middle of shit. I don't get niggas get gay when they be getting in the middle of nigga shit. Homie, I got songs with Fredo Bang. You understand what I'm saying? You know who I was with before I got on the airplane and went to the field? I was in the studio with Young Boy and Social Man. In 3, in LA, gang. Not so look, I'm a pick size, I'll be on some gay ass shit, I'll be on some niggas be weird, bro. Like how you know niggas ain't never really been in the street,
even with the yayo and
yeah, well, yayo, that's why that shit pissed me off, because I don't be in that shit, because I really move, I really like, I be chilling, like, don't get twisted and woo. And I know people see certain shit and say certain perspectives, that cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm fucked up, I ain't fucked up because I got it all, but I know I ain't got it all. Like, I know, like, I got shit, but I know I ain't got shit. Like, so
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I gotta think for me and you.
He a rapper?
I know you don't know. I don't do for this, you don't know, but I know, like, I can chill, you kind of ain't gotta go like that.
Yeah.
But if you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't do what with that. But it ain't gotta go like that, baby. Let me chill. You know what I'm saying? Be pleasant. So it be like, I stay the fuck out. Nah, for real, man. I stay out nigga shit, bro. I gotta stay out nigga shit, bro, because like nigga be having going on and woo, do that up. But at the same token, it be like, damn, like, they motherfucker really do that. Like, it'd be fake if I was like, oh, I got something with him. Well, fuck these niggas.
Yeah. That shit going on.
I was like I wasn't just with you. Like, I fuck with, like, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with 3. Like, I was just, before the airplane shit, when all the shit we made about, bro, I walked down C Street with gang and them, and young boys in jail. And they were acting like hoes with bro and them. Like, you feel me? So, nigga had to, like, really, like, muscle some shit. That was same time the other bullshit was going on, this, that, and other. Man, I done seen Fredo with his kids, gang. Being a dad and being a real nigga, bro, I'm not finna be on no whole ass shit. Like,
You from Atlanta?
Be on that.
Hey, for real though,
Niggas
you
be on that, gang. Like, niggas will pick sides. It's like, man, mind your business, gang. Like, stay in your lane, because I done been in the feds and I done seen niggas get killed for shit like that.
You from Atlanta, bro?
Nick about this shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and I know I can be, it's a possibility. Not that because niggas be lost on some sides. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got niggas dead over here, niggas dead over here. You got sometimes it's too deep. But I'm just Mike can be the mediator of the world, like.
It was another one I wanted to show. When he, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He from Texas. Honeycomb Brazy, a strong motherfucker, man. Cause he talked about his grandparents, Say Cheese TV, being murdered. And yo, he's a strong motherfucker, boys. I tell you. I think I'd have lost it. Some shit like that happened to me, man. I know I'd have lost it.
Driving. It's a good paper on them.
I can't go through certain stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have lost it completely. We been live down there 4 hours. This the last one right here, y'all.
3 people were charged with the murder.
4 people.
4. Terrence Watkins, Jamarcus Chambers, and Darren Southall.
Hit that like button, y'all. Get the 70 likes.
Was I think the uncle
hit the like button, double tap. If you ain't hit the like button, yo, double tap the screen twice for me, man. At least get the 70 likes, man. We ain't been at 70 likes in a while since YouTube been playing a numbers game with us. Appreciate it.
So when you got the news that these people were arrested, what crossed your mind?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Get ready to get down like that though. They blew me.
RB Lifestyle in the building. What it
I
do?
still don't think to that day.
The like button.
So you know these people. Well,
yeah, I know them niggas. I don't think he did that though. That's why I just can't say I'm doing it. I don't even think they shot the house up, bro. I don't know what's going on. I think it's a whole nother innocent out there still. I think they just blaming them.
Why you don't think they would do it?
He want them boys
I don't
home.
think they did. I'm telling you, niggas ain't did that.
I would want them home too,
Hell,
for real.
niggas ain't did that. Saving somebody else.
Are these people that you personally know?
Yeah, I know
What's up,
they
Brittany?
cut like that. They ain't really like that. They ain't on that for real.
But sometimes people don't like that too. You gotta so they.
Nah, I got big. I might got big though, blowed up. So might but I don't know. I just don't see them doing that. I'm telling you, like, I'm not like that. And then if they did, though, they weren't trying to do it.
They definitely
You see what I'm
want
saying?
to.
Cause I'm really like that, and I ain't even trying to do that.
Yeah, ain't
You see
too
what I'm saying? I
many
really
people
get on that, but I'm like, I'm not on
Ain't
that.
too many people trying to do that. That shit was a big mistake. Like, the shooting to that house, hit them damn oxygen tanks to blow the house up. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. But that's how it goes, man. You never know. Yo, when you make them decisions, yo, shit don't always go as planned, man. What's up, Trapper? But nobody accounts for that. Yo, nobody accounts for when things don't go as planned. Like, people just jump into these situations with a plan and vision and think that, yo, it's gonna go just like this. And it damn near never goes just like that. Ever. Like, that probably was their worst fear. It probably wasn't even a fear because I don't think they even knew it was oxygen tanks in the house. To shoot to that house and hit them oxygen tanks for them bitches to explode and blow up the whole house. I know they probably like, oh my God. Because at that rate, you ain't getting away with that. You know what I mean? You can do something wild that ain't respected, like shooting to somebody's house and get away with it. But the minute you hit them oxygen tanks and it blew up the house, fuck no. You ain't get away with that shit. Hell no. They might as well turn themselves in. For real. Wasn't no getting away with that.
But I get on there, but nigga made me get on it, you know what I'm saying? But nigga ain't trying to get on that.
Yeah.
Remember, this happened during COVID.
What so that situation happens. How does your parents react? How does the city react?
My folks, they me. I'm a real. So my folks don't really be. They'll try to use it. But my mama, don't nobody else do it. My mama use that shit. She be on that lame shit sometimes. My mom and daddy dead. You the reason who the woo. My Aunt Tony ain't never tell me that in life. Like, she never disrespect me like that. My mom be going through that little shit. She don't go what she say. And that shit make you crash out. I be telling them, like, bro, y'all gonna make me go back to jail. Y'all ain't even understand what you telling me. You ain't even thinking about what the you just told me. You just told the reason your mom and daddy dead. Why you telling me that? Now if I go, because you got it on my mind, like you know what I'm saying, you my mama saying that. So, like, these mama shit still living. Grandma still living, so why you even telling me that? Because I'm retarded already. Let me chill and stay friends, make sure we get all these millions. Why you want to put me in that mind state to go crash out? And you a mama, dog. You still touch your bullshit. I ain't got this, I ain't got... Nigga, I'm still in the halfway. What you talking about? Mm-hmm. Nigga, I'm really on time, never doing this shit. But I don't want to ruin my business because the nigga really got going on, so you can't even... You don't even want to know where you at for real. Because it really can get like that. You really done so... your mama about to make you say your own stuff on the internet.
What it did.
You see what I'm saying? Why? And you really doing this shit for their ass. Like, nigga, I was just in the... Ain't nothing to talk about. You know how this shit go.
I need to fix your mic. I think it fell down.
I know you went back home. Y'all slid in the ice, the barbershop situation. We just... What?
Oh, a lot of shit. We caught that little bit Nick. We supposed to smack this ass, though. But nigga, I supposed to smack that ass that day, boy. Ooh, bitch, you got away.
So you spare somebody?
Why I spared a nigga? Listen, I caught the bro. I swear to God. I can talk about because I ain't did nothing to him. I'm riding there. We in that white truck. We just put him at the barbershop. We wrecked this hoe. My no shirt, like, we in the truck. I swear to God, this no shirt so hard. This nigga watch the internet all day. If he saw your ass with something on, he gonna remember your ass. I swear to God, this nigga internet, he gonna watch the internet, but he ain't no internet nigga. He really watch everybody page. Nigga, we just by the bar, so we drive. I never forget on my grandma. We driving. It's a nigga pep on the moped. Then they got a helmet on. Then they got everything on. I don't know how you knew who that nigga was. No sir say, oh, that's that nigga Nick right now, man. Black Migo. I said, how the You know that nigga, they got everything on. He said, "Boy, I remember that book bag." I said, "You remember the book bag?"
Hey yo,
I said,
niggas do be like that though.
Turn that whore around. I said, "Ain't no way this that nigga." I said, "Ain't no way you remember the."
It's some real observant people out here, man. Straight up. I better say, y'all remember the book bag. That shit out here pay attention to, but there's some people out here that pay attention to stuff like that.
Book bag, sir. When we swing that bitch wrong, that boy trying to he all through the parking lot. That hoe he all on his ass. So we about 2 cars. You know, maybe chop them off. Hey, chop that off. I done hopped down that boy, let the $1 up here. I said,
"Bitch, stop. I'm ready to get off anyway."
I'm just trying to
Appreciate
park
you
it. Trying
tapping
to
in
park a
though.
moped. I said, already parked that. That bitch came parked.
Yeah, like, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't even be able to joke about no shit like that. I don't think I would ever get past that, man. Man, see Honeycomb Brazy, man. He ain't had to get on that bitch say he got 100 stabbings, but I like Honeycomb Brazy. Yeah, I like anybody that's not willing to bend to the system, yo. Like anybody, I don't even have to agree with them. I mean, if you standing on what you believe in, I can't do nothing but support it. You know, I ain't no hater. As long as you ain't standing on fuck shit. You know what I mean? But y'all appreciate everybody that tapped in. Yo, we 3.5 hours in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I gotta get up early. I got a long ride in the morning. It's another day. Keep it,